Alright, hi diddly ho, friendaloons. It's Rale, once again, back to the Fire Emblem. Because we played a lot of Zelda 2 weeks ago, and last week I wasn't here. So now, it's back to the Emblems of the Fire. The crispy times. And now I have to remember where I was. And just a quick audio check for people watching. Am I audible? Well, nothing to do but hear myself talk. Here we go. Well, nothing to do but hear myself talk. Here we go. Yay. And hopefully the game shouldn't be too much louder than everything else. So let's take a look at our team and try to remember where we were. Oh lord, we have support conversations.
You were rather quiet in the last battle, Caspar. Not a single war cry to be heard. It was almost as if you weren't even there.
I did it just for you, Hubert. Isn't that what you wanted? Weren't you the one who said my shouting would cause problems?
Yes, I was. And at the time, you seemed intent on ignoring my advice.
Well, that was then. Recently, my behavior caused trouble, just like you said it would. I was shouting the other day and some enemies heard. I pretty much gave our position away and left us open to attack. I mean, it turned out fine in the end, but someone could have died if things had played out differently. Anyway, I did some self-reflecting and realized that I probably shouldn't shout so much. A decision that I'm proud to say I came to all on my own.
All on your own, huh? It was a bad decision. Being too quiet on the battlefield is extremely dangerous.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
what? That's the exact opposite of what you said before.
Having seen you fight in silence, I have no choice but to accept the truth that your shouting is vital.
What in the world are you talking about?
We've all grown used to the way you fight. Your battle cries help morale, and your instructions rise above the din of battle. I would go so far as to say that the soldiers under your command would be lost without the guidance of your booming voice.
I really don't get you, Hubert.
You inspire people. The benefits of your shouting outweigh the risks. Something wrong?
Oh god, no.
If you want me to shout, then I'm gonna shout! I'm not even
no,
gonna think
Casper.
about it.
Casper, no.
I knew you'd come around!
Don't get too excited. You'll be ambushed again.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to fight some guys while shouting!
Julius, unfortunately, I do not get the Tony Lazzuto joke.
That might have been the wrong approach. Ah, well. No cure for stupidity. I suppose I'll just have to rein him in myself.
All I could think at the start of that conversation was, Private, I didn't see you in ghillie suit training this afternoon. Sir, thank you, sir. Right, who else is Hubert gonna insult today?
Hey there, Hubie. I've been thinking about our conversation the other day, and I've just got to know, do you really love Adie?
If it's one or the other, I suppose it would be closer to love than to hate. Why?
I knew it! That's why you work so hard for Adie. Oh, Hubie, I finally get you. You're just another servant suffering from unrequited love for their mistress.
You completely misunderstand. Unrequited love. Do I really look like the kind of drooling simpleton to have that kind of motivation?
You might
I'd
not
like
be a
to say
simpleton,
yes,
but you are a
I know
simp.
you just argue. Fine, Hubie. Tell me your situation.
My situation is simple. I am walking a path.
Oh, do go on.
Everyone has a path in life. Lady Edelgard has shown me mine. It is just beside her own. So we walk together side by side. We stride ever forward, yielding to nothing and to no one.
So, you're sharing the same dream?
Bluntly, yes. But it's more than just a shared dream. I have many feelings toward Lady Edelgard. Gratitude, respect, awe, empathy, trust, hope.
Okay. I was teasing you, but I gotta say I'm just a little bit jealous of you and Adie. That you're able to embrace these feelings and stride forward along the same path. You're lucky, Hubie. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to experience anything so utterly operatic.
Why not?
Because I figure the best quality in a partner would be that they make me happy. And loving another is really about wanting to be loved. I'm pretty sure that's different from how things are with you and Adie.
Julius, Hubie is kind of meant to be unsettling. We've discussed this a few times, but he's actually kind of a nice guy underneath it all. He is just, one, for lack of a better term, unfortunate looking, because he looks like he wants to murder everyone around him, and two, very, very focused. He is a man of focus and sheer effing will.
Linhardt, there you are.
Observant as ever, Ferdinand. What can I help you with?
You have been utilizing clever tricks to give me the slip,
Oh,
but not today.
I've been
Hey there.
joined.
Prepare yourself.
Sorry,
This
I
is Storm.
A noble
brained
cannot
out for a
escape from
second.
his duty. Hold these words in your heart.
It seems you really
Welcome,
mean it this
Storm.
time. I suppose I have no choice but to outmatch you.
We're continuing
Fine,
on
a
Murder
little
of the...
enthusiasm. You
War
are
of
Fire
Fire.
boldly stepping
Yes.
upon the path of
We'll
nobility.
be alternating week
Let
to
us
week.
begin.
So this week is Fire Emblem,
Come
and
now,
right now we're
Ferdinand.
listening to
Don't
support
be foolish.
conversations.
I can't possibly train with you. I have places to be.
Wait! I will not allow you to get away.
So where did we leave off on this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, but first we've got support
can't run
conversations to get through because they're
Just-
worth stat boosts.
Admit defeat.
I am.
Can't we? Just a minute.
Let me pull up and check the
Ferdinand.
stream here.
Let me catch my breath.
Well, maybe just for a moment. I could use a
Julius,
rest
there was a
myself.
phase where Franz Ferdinand was my favorite
I am
band.
surprised you could run so far. I had assumed that all that lounging around would have dulled your constitution. But I had a difficult time keeping up.
The fear.
I can't help but call him
Of having to
Ferdy, though.
exert
Just too
myself
many
really
conversations
helped.
with
You're
Dorothea.
none too slow yourself.
Oh my.
They have
It's been a while since I
one of
ran
the
like
more
that.
interesting
It actually feels
relationships
pretty good.
out of everybody.
It does it not? Well, how about we say that thrilling chase was your training for the day? If you will excuse me, I am going to run even more, so I can catch you next time.
After all the
And then
running
suplex you
already
into the
did,
pavement!
That's our Ferdinand. You always give everything your all, don't you?
And what is wrong with that?
Nothing whatsoever, Ferdinand. I mean that.
Bernadetta.
Ooh, the full name. She's in trouble.
Lady Edelgard, what can I do for you? I appreciate all the effort you're making to overcome your fear of me. Your
Best of luck to
dedication
you
is
too,
commendable.
Julius.
However, I'm just getting in your way, aren't I? Knew it, Bernie. You're just an intruder. Nobody wants you around. Stupid. Oh.
So what have you been up to today, Storm?
Editing for an audiobook.
Oh,
The problem you keep running into is that you
Trying
don't
to forge
listen
ahead
to what
on it,
people
'cause
are really saying.
It's one of those
That's why
projects
your
where
efforts are
I'm
in
doing it
vain.
for a friend
You
for
need to
free, so it
listen
kind of has to
instead
sit
of
on the
jumping
back
to your
burner
own
whenever work gets
conclusions.
too worky.
mm-hmm.
But it's kind of a passion project at
Are
this
you
point because he wrote a
listening to
damn
me?
good book.
Yes,
That's good.
then
then why aren't you responding?
Yeah, we are in the, if you know your
I
hero's
wanted to listen
journey,
until you were finished.
what is often referred to
sorry.
as
Let me
the
finish,
descent
Bud.
into hell
I was.
Oh boy.
part, so...
Then may I please scream now?
By all means. But please try to make it a fairly quiet one.
Just a tiny one. Wait. What was I upset about again? That's weird. I forgot why I was about to scream, and now I don't even need to. What a nice feeling.
It's adorable. Why is she so adorable? It's infuriating!
But even so,
She just like me for real.
What? What did I do this time? I'm so sorry. Whatever it is, I'll go to my room and never bother you again.
wait, you didn't let me finish. I was only going to say that
Oh,
Go
there's
to your
the
room and I'll come with you.
scream.
Hey, Digiman.
No, dude, did you
619.
man?
He does the Digiman thing.
Digiman, digital
you're
man
in high
flesh.
spirits today, Dorothy.
Yes.
Damn it.
Well,
met
I killed
someone
Storm.
quite charming recently. I'm
No!
hoping we can spend more time together
No, I have a
soon.
sore throat and it's been
Well, I wish
Oh.
you the best of luck.
giving
I
me
wish
the
I had
cough.
some advice to offer. Alas,
That is
I do
unfortunate.
not.
Don't worry too much
Yes.
about it, 80.
One
I
second, I have
guess
to
romance
check
isn't
something
really
outside
something
here.
you're interested
Yep,
in
be right back.
anyway.
I'm not completely disinterested.
Oh yeah? Is there someone you have your eye on?
To be honest, there's nothing resembling romance in my life at present.
We can fix
It's
that.
not that I'm disinterested. I'm simply too busy with other endeavors. I have no time to spare for such things.
You say that now.
That's not surprising. You're not just any old noble after all. Anyone who
Oh,
has
it's not as
feelings
fun
for
without
you,
Whacker here. Sad face.
well, they're in for a pretty complicated life.
True. And I can't ignore the possibility that I may have to marry for political purposes. I doubt I'll ever have the opportunity
Okay,
for
there
a
we go.
passionate romance as long as I live.
That's no way to talk.
Lady, you are an empress.
the
You
right
can have
person, and
romance with whoever you want, and there ain't a
passion to
dang thing
spare.
anybody else can do
Could be
about it.
someone you've just met, or someone you've known your whole life.
Power
There's
is
no telling how life will go.
powerful.
Something could even spark between the two of us.
You and I. Now that is an entertaining thought. If such an exciting future is in store, I look forward to it.
Oh yeah? That's awfully sweet of you, 80.
Wait, are they getting together or?
No,
Oh, okay.
they're talking.
You can-
Dorothea is talking about. So, do you have anybody you like? It's girl talk.
Okay. I was misunderstanding your meanings then. I thought the future was about to get spicy.
Lysithia, are you all right? You don't look well.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine.
I'm a little
Really?
interested in these two because
Just
these
wanna
two are the
customize
only two
some
that
manual
have
labor.
the
You
dual
were cleaning the
seals. Or,
library all by
crests?
yourself?
so
Yes. The other student who was assigned to tidy
I'm
up
curious
with
if
me
they
wasn't
eventually
feeling
start
well.
talking about
So,
that between
it's
each
just
other.
me. I figured I could at least dust the bookshelves or something, but
Now, do they have dual
I got
crests
a
just because
little
of, like,
carried away.
family breeding,
So
or is
many
it, like,
books.
So
You
Lysithia's
probably
is
yourself up
natural,
just moving them
Edelgard's
from the
is
shelves.
artificially dual
As much as
crested.
I love
Via
books,
trauma!
I can't say I love carrying stacks of them to and fro. They're so heavy.
That's right, I remember discussing.
Maybe you should think
Something
things
to
through
that
a little
effect.
more next time.
To the effect
Surely you
of,
can
since
tell
it's
how
already
much
been
physical
revealed, to
strength
the
the
effect
job is
of
going to require
Edelgard and all
before
her
you begin.
siblings were basically
do without
locked
the
in a basement for
condescension,
months and
After
tortured
all,
and experimented
I'm the
on,
one who has to
and
deal
she
with
is the
fact
only
that I wore
survivor.
myself out.
Oh.
I only said that
Yeah.
you should
Why
take
do they
care
always
of
have to do
yourself,
stuff like that to our main
especially
characters?
considering
Want to know the worst part?
Considering what?
It was the parents of all her classmates that did
Never
it.
mind. How about you return
Wow.
to your quarters?
Right?
Finish cleaning up in here.
But
I
wanna finish what
am
I've
amazed
started.
at this concept because holy fuck,
I
that's
don't
kind of
mind,
twisted.
really.
Oh yeah, no.
Please, don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. As long as you'll finish all this up.
I will.
I'm
Get
pretty
some
sure
rest, okay?
Edelgard could bench press the
Yes,
entire
yes.
library at this point. Her strength
Thank
score's
you.
so high.
If what I heard about Lysithea is true,
Yes.
I just don't know how much of it I should believe.
Well, that's level C.
A little more crimson, maybe?
May I suggest vermilion instead?
Vermilion? I know, I see it. You don't have to say it. I've got no talent at all.
I said nothing about your talent. I simply suggested vermilion over crimson. Do you know vermilion? It's just a softer shade of crimson. I believe it would... Oh, forget it. This is your artistic vision and I am but a meddler. I am going to read my book and leave you to your art.
No, it's fine. Say what you want to say. It's good advice. I'll use vermilion. Thank you.
Well, I'd best be heading...
Why is it that crippling anxiety and depression are so adorable?
Finally done. I think.
Because
All
it triggers
finished?
that want to protect.
Oh yes, that's right.
Please don't look at it.
Everything looks a bit
It's like you want to
faded, doesn't
comfort it.
Ironically, crimson may have been a better choice after all. The sense of distance on the petals is a little strange. Perhaps you should pay closer attention to such details as you paint. A preliminary sketch would do wonders. Still, forget my pedantic comments. You really do have potential.
She stopped
Bernadetta?
listening like halfway through, bruh.
Hopeless. Waste of time. Just burn the whole thing, Bernie. Break your stupid brushes and never paint again.
Huh. Perhaps I should have kept my thoughts to myself.
Duh! I should be more fair to Linhart. To be fair, I'm pretty sure, like, mental health is not a subject that is well known in medieval times.
I mean, yes.
Caspar, that equipment is new. It is suiting. It suits you.
Oh, right. Thanks.
Of course, there's a shrine
You get more
nearby, and it
strength
won't
each
let me
day.
not know that
I do
fact.
not want to be falling behind.
Oh, yeah,
I'm impressed with
for
how
those
much
who
stronger
don't
you've gotten,
remember,
too.
last
More
time
than
these
I-
two talked, we found out that
No,
Casper's dad is
Caspar,
responsible
you are
for the death of
impressing to
Petra's
me.
dad.
I want to be treated
No.
with you.
That's making me super
Just
double
hold
triple
on,
sad.
Petra.
What is wrong?
It's your attitude.
And he feels
How
like
you
she
act so
should hate him.
casual around me. My father killed
No,
your
when in doubt,
father. You
Arsed
shouldn't
is
be able to
hilarious
stand the
because
sight of me.
Storm's the one who plays
You actually
Persona.
hate me, right? That's fine. I can take it. I completely understand. Just be honest. Give it to me straight.
Oh,
If our roles
arson.
were reversed,
I get
think I'd be able to
it.
forgive you. I don't understand
I was
how
like,
you could...
wait.
You are
Where
not
did
the one who
my
did the
where did
killing,
World's
Caspar.
Best Game come into
Our
this?
parents had...
Note to self,
Conflict.
make
But
arson
we
jokes
are
during
not them.
Persona.
I have no worry about it.
Right
You
up there
should not
with
either.
the fact that Andy
I don't
Van
need
is
to
now
worry.
focused on how thick
Impossible.
the
I
teacher
don't
is.
think I'll ever be...
Of
You
course.
must. If not, the conflict...
Note that's a joke.
will
He was
keep
mostly just trying
carrying
to have a bad gag to latch
If
onto.
children cannot
No,
forgive,
you're fine.
it will
You're
not
fine.
ever have an ending.
Good
Is
sir,
that what
I
you
am
wanted?
down with the thickness.
course not.
Please,
That was him getting crushed by the thickness.
I will be leaving now.
I think, yep, that catches us up on all of our conversations. Yay. Alright, we were going to overview. Main character is currently a thief, wyvern rider, Pooladin. Oh, right, I think I remember what was going on. We tried to do some certifications and we failed epically.
Certify harder. certify with the passion of a badly fed donkey.
Yeah, and now we don't have enough seals.
Have you tried using porpoises instead?
You have to use seals. It's very specific. Unfortunately, they are out of stock. Alright, this is our last weekend to do anything. We're gonna do some battles. Good to refresh myself on what the team does. Alright, so we've got double rewards, but it just does money. That's just bandits. Altitude. So we've got a couple more months, but we need to knock out some of these paralogs. We're gonna focus on the ones that do non-DLC characters. So paralogs are side stories. Parallelologs. Do I hear the sounds of Zelda in the background?
Yep.
What's the matter, Ingrid? I never hear you sigh like that.
Oh, hi, Dorothea. And hello, Professor. Nothing's the matter. Well, nothing major.
We have barely
You
talked to
don't
Ingrid.
look like it's nothing major. Then again, I suppose you always have a furrowed brow, don't you?
Truth be told, there's rather a lot going on. It seems that there's always something to worry about.
Yeah, I'm still going through on the Master Quest right now. Once that's done, then I'll be getting a copy of
Now?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, I really
I thought you were borrowing your friend's Switch, or did it
See,
break you and
I
you went and
received a
got
letter
one?
from my father recently.
No, I'm for
From
the
Count
fact that he let me
Galatea?
borrow his. I'm
What a
buying him a
kind
copy of
gentleman to have for a
Tears of the
father.
Kingdom, and then once he's
I
done with
thank
it, he's
you.
gonna loan it to me again.
But the content within the letter is
so,
what
like-
I find troubling.
Next year.
Let me see.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, it's a marriage proposal.
And this is fine.
For you.
Suddenly cuts to me at Jaden's door. Give me the fucking game.
I met him, though I've heard his name here and there. He began life as a merchant, but has somehow achieved rank in court, an enterprising noble from an allied territory. It's most likely that he wants the crest of Daphne that I bear, to adorn his family name.
Yes, that sounds about right. The jerk.
You sound as though you know him. Do you?
Yes, I must admit that I know him. He tried to court me when I was a singer. Best advice I can give you, Ingrid? Stay far, far away from this guy.
He's offered a sizable dowry, so I must at least consider it. For the sake of my family.
Dowry? Blood money. That's all it is.
Dorothea,
This jerk's entire fortune is soaked in blood. Do you want to rebuild your own house using that kind of money? I mean, it's all just rumors, but I think it still might be worth investigating. What do you think, Professor? Should we go check this guy out?
Did you, man? I'm pretty sure most people with a Switch are
Great.
playing the new
Let's
Zelda
tell the
game if they
others.
have it.
really?
I've taken
Playing? Playing is for children.
Look,
Also, yes, they probably are.
my personal file has gotten far enough that I know some things, and when we play next week, you are gonna see some stuff.
I learned one spoiler, and it made me angry. Not because it was a spoiler, but because the idea I had for my D&D game that was set in the Zelda universe
Did that same thing.
did that same thing. I'm like,
Was she level 14? Yeah, we can handle pretty much everything here. So this map has lava. And then craters, which cause damage every turn. So we are going to send main character powers to this chest and then to that chest. Throw hands with anybody dumb enough to try to stop us along the way.
So, let's see. Anybody in the chat, like, cover your ears for like 10 seconds so you don't get a spoiler. Spoiler in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was very, very cross that my idea that, in fact, the Hylian royal family were all dragons was more or less now ripped off by Nintendo itself.
I mean, technically no, but I get
But
you.
technically, yes. You get what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I get what you're getting at.
Okay.
Double check everyone's equipment, make sure everybody's got weapons that are not going to run out.
And how is the Foxy Kiwi doing? Is she still the foxiest Kiwi?
She is doing okay today. Kind of relaxing. She lives. We did our adulting this morning so that we could spend the rest of the weekend relaxing. This week was a rough time.
Oh.
Both of us got sick.
Yeah, I'm going through it right now. It's been going around because I think like half the people I know are sick right now. So I think I'm getting off easy with just a sore throat.
Begin the battle!
Though, like, a sore throat is almost like the worst
The
thing
more I
because
look
it's like,
into the sky,
it's the one
more
you
I
can't
see He's a
ignore.
monster and no good for my Ingrid.
No kidding. There's no denying
Thank you,
it.
marvelous
We better
divine
get back
dry
to the
dude.
monastery.
Hold on a minute, you brats.
I had a friend who suggested a really weird headcanon, which I was like, okay, it doesn't logically work, but the what if is
Hand over the
terrifying.
girl.
Which
Oh.
is, what if every
Surely you
Sheikah
can't
monk
mean me.
in the shrines
Did
was
you
a
send
previous
them?
Link?
This jerk figures he can grab Ingrid before things get too messy for him.
That one doesn't really work with the way everything is.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
But-
like, it,
Evidence.
yeah.
We'll never let him take Ingrid.
But, like, if
Come
you
on,
think
let's
about,
hurry.
like, if they had done something like that, like...
I mean, they've done something like that in Twilight Princess.
Protect Ingrid.
Well, yeah, because your teacher's the Stalfos of the hero.
I'm still sad that I can't do a helm splitter
Stay focused.
in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes.
We obtained a killer axe. Context:
def-
killer weapons have increased crit rate.
Ooh.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Only a fool challenges me.
He's been boopity.
I will prevail.
And one of Kiwi's students got mono.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Oh. Why didn't they get stereo instead?
Let's see. Oh, yeah, some of these guys have loot. You know what, we don't really care about power leveling right now. A prayer ring. Oh, heals them each turn. That's pretty nice. Let's see what loot we got. A devil axe. Antitoxin. Oh, it's a venom edge. Venom weapons obviously are venomous and poison. Okay, not much.
I always love it when that happens.
As you wish.
What'd you do?
No, when a moblin picks up a bokoblin and hurls them at me.
So Tears of the Kingdom, there are boats, like actual ships that you'll have to fight off a bunch of them that are on one,
Put me in
and
there.
you can trick the moblins into throwing all the bokoblins overboard,
That's
and they
my
just
cue.
drown.
Yep. Oh yeah, and doing the master quest, because like everything's like to that phase where the weakest enemies I'm fighting are the dark brown or black or whatever color they are.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it's like, if I want to survive this combat, I have to play way smarter than normal. But even on top of that, sometimes it's like, okay, there's no chest that unlocks if I kill everything, so I'm actually literally just going in there to get the chests, and don't necessarily have to kill everything.
That merchant is giving orders to the bandits. I bet if...
But yeah, I can't wait to build a Gundam in Tears of the Kingdom.
You would. Okay, we actually want to go that way, so we're going to split the teams up. Actually, important. Not what I need. Remembering controls, conditions. Get Ingrid to the target area, or murder everyone. Okay, so we'll send Ingrid is gonna hang out with Edelgard for this.
Yeah.
We're gonna send Dorothy up north for the power squad. With main character Hubert.
Hubert Commodale, your hair tastes of soot and poo.
And we'll send Dorothea with them. There should be more than enough to handle everything down that way. Everyone else will go this way. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked.
Casper actually managed to get one of his pass his
As long as it
class
makes me
test,
stronger.
so he's actually in a good place right now.
Excellent.
Kiwi says a French braid comes in both hair and bread.
Wow. Oh. You anger me.
I should
So what's
not have
today's
left
dad?
it there. Oh, today's
what's
dad joke?
Yeah.
Ah! Tear off the calendar. The sun doesn't need to go to college. It already has 28 million degrees.
Come on, Sejanus, we're gonna ride.
Oh, you named your horse Sejanus?
It's there are these 4 entities in the story I'm writing that are kind of like they're called the powers, so they're not quite gods in the sense of being worshipped, but they kind of serve as gods for the sense of like turning people into paladins and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I named my 4 horses after them because Sejanus is the mountain whose very breathing, or is the great spirit whose very breathing creates mountains and rises up the earth. I decided that was the appropriate name for El Giant Horso Boy. For he is a giant horse boy.
Would you say he's an outsider? You know, being a pony boy?
A little bit, but only a little bit. But yeah, no, the 4 powers, as they're called, are the essentially kind of elemental spirits, as it were. And Sejanus is supposed to be earth, and more than that, like gravity and that which is solid, that which has firm position in the universe. But unlike his brothers, he has a modicum of restraint, and so he does not speak frequently, for his very words heave up mountains. So he's a little bit of a kind of a Treebeard sort of character. Whereas then his brother Dazbok is fire and storm and lightning and the like. Often called the Dancer. And he is just perpetually both, you know, happy and psychotic and so forth. And he's sort of the mindset of, like, you know, fire can warm or fire can burn. You have to be careful with how you apply it. And so his brothers often have to kind of direct him in directions. Because he doesn't have a strong sense of which direction won't hurt people.
Yeah.
And then the twins, who are the 2 little brothers, Zagreus and Panglouse, who are one is winter and one is summer, and they're together both water and wind. So basically, it's basically you, Whacker, Misfit, and Squick. No, I don't.
And
Whew, yawn.
you worked hard for nothing.
Why did you put your healer into an exposed position? You mean, Hubert? One, he's not a healer, he's an offensive mage. Two, it was one dude. Three, he's over leveled, but still one of my lower levels, so he needs to be able to throw hands. No one here is a threat. At least not by themselves, so as long as they don't push forward too much, I don't have to worry.
Yes. Also, Sejanus was a good boy, so he gets a big heckin' carrot.
Oh no! The spicy! What have we got? Fool! She is a US trained sniper, you will not survive. Well, he will survive, but with 1 HP.
I think I've got many skills, you know. I'm a quick step.
The other thing I like about Sejanus, or the big horse, whatever you name him, I think you named yours Unit, right?
Yes.
He's big enough that he just sort of ignores certain terrain difficulties.
Yeah. So I did find out that in Tears of the Kingdom, you can actually upgrade your horses.
Ooh.
How do we want to do this? Okay, for sure the archers need to die because they're a threat to Ingrid and Edelgard. So archer number 1. Boop!
Boopy.
Witness my power.
But a single boop on his noggin.
That won't do it all.
Ah, here we are. The ruins of the Akala Parade Ground.
You should be honored.
So you guys are in Lava Land.
Yes. Yes, indeed. You know what? He doesn't even need a weapon. Throw hands.
You see that?
Fire applied directly to the target.
And I didn't even enjoy it.
Seems I prevailed.
Come on, you fat bastard.
Oh no, a 30% chance to do 0 damage. And they missed.
News.
Well played, Rimworld. Well played. Rimword. It's hard to modulate that, not to say
Only a
Rimworld
fool
instead of
challenges
Rimword.
me.
It is the thing.
Wait, checking, important, no, Edelgard doesn't have the thing that makes her immune to arrows yet. But you know what? one of them isn't going to be able to actually put her down, not with her HP stat.
Yeah.
Failure is not an option.
Pro tip, Rimward, if I'm complaining about something, it's probably not actually that bad. I have the British in me. I like to complain. He's self-healing and or magical. Oh, not quite. Stupid rough terrain.
The mark of nobility.
Digiman, I'm pretty sure there's a status effect with it that they'd get if they hit, which is like I don't get to move. I'm pretty sure one of my units has one who does that. Okay, they were using disturbance. Yeah, it means if she gets hit, she can't move for a turn because they do not do damage because they're not strong enough to do damage. That's not a matter of, oh, they're super weak. It's Edelgard is busted. Before you be like, oh, Rale went ahead and picked the busted class. Surprise, surprise. In my defense, I didn't make that decision. I believe it was Whacker and Storm that made that decision.
It might well have been the case.
And Whacker for sure had no context.
The only thing Whacker had was a good whack on the bottom.
As expected.
That face when the ninja accidentally walks off the bridge.
Bernadetta. Because some people need to be shot without having the chance to shoot back.
Thanks.
Whacker in no context is just like my running joke, is putting Whacker through things without context.
No hesitation.
This is true.
This is both accurate and a horrible oversimplification of our relationship.
Practice yields results.
Yep.
That was
It is why Rale is in fact
Victory is
the
assured.
disco chicken.
You are none.
I know you're already working on a Sawano Drop song, but you need to make a disco song with a Sawano Drop.
Predictable.
I will try.
And I will use it for the opening in place of the
As
bagpipes.
expected.
Yeah, most of my songwriting's on the back burner at the moment just due to working on the audiobook.
Yeah, life and work and audiobook, like you're not. I'm not going to actually be like, Storm, you need to do this now, or you're no
Oh,
longer
no,
my
no, no,
friend.
I know. I know. But no, that song that I wrote, because I'm actually really pleased with it beyond the trial of, like, the one technique. Because I did... How did I describe it to Neff
Unexpected.
that made him like the idea? Oh, that's right. Anime-inspired jazz power metal.
Okay, you need to like send me what you have so far. I need to hear this now. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Sadly, the Sawano drop in it's in there, but it won't sound like it until I've like arranged it correctly.
That, yeah.
Because at the moment, everything in the song is on piano and an electric.
She can actually hit. Oh, that poor dude. Okay, bro, we'll take that 58% chance. Because she doesn't miss. I think she's missed one of those once, and it was against a boss character who obviously is harder to hit. And oh, she is not happy about being shot.
The Savage Lionel Crusher is just the most insane weapon in this game.
Oh, wait till you see some of the wacky stuff I can do now with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I have gained knowledge from my own playthrough, and arguably that is the deadliest thing in Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Because the game is legitimately actually harder. Stuff will one-shot you a lot easier. That's going to be the first thing we're going to be doing next weekend, is going and getting the fairies unlocked so I can start upgrading armor. Because I am tired of getting slapped across the room every time I so much as let something breathe on me.
I mean, that's what the Master Quest has felt like, so yeah, no, I get it,
I don't even want to think about how bad Master Quest.
Should I have held back?
And Rimward, I tend to lean towards mostly listening to anime music. Which, oh, surprise, surprise, the weeb listens to a bunch of anime music. But I also really only ever listen to music whenever I have a scene in my head. And say what you will, anime's really good at pairing music with scenes.
That is one of the arts.
As expected.
Though I will throw this out, Bacano's opening is better than Cowboy Bebop's.
They kind of tie in my head. Joke's on you. I am willing to run a motherfucker over with my even bigger horse.
I will state though that the best ending in any anime ever is Sugar Song to Bitter Step from oh god, my brain. Blood Blockade Battlefront.
I think my favorite's probably Lacrimosa from Black Butler.
Solid. I'm pretty sure that was on my phone for a while because Kiwi.
Yes. Not as big on Black Butler itself. Like, it's a decent anime, but, like, I was more enraptured by that particular song.
Yeah. We've obtained a healing staff. I want to see what that does, so... Healing staff. Staff that increase... Okay, so just healing's more effective when you've got this. So we're gonna give that to Lindhart as soon as he gets... Probably after we murder everybody, because I don't think many people are gonna be living very long.
I do gotta love it when that happens.
Press delete. Oh, and she crit. Delete.
Anywhere I can hide. What did I expect?
Kiwi just is like anime is mid as she reads how many light novels?
That just sounds like a right hypocritical thing to say there.
She's talking about the Elfen Lied anime. So context, Elfen Lied has a really, really great opening. It's very operatic, and Kiwi has won awards singing it.
Ooh.
Enemies in hiding.
Yeah, the music for Elven Light is good. I'm not a big fan of the show itself.
Yeah, no, Kiwi is right. That show is mid. If mid, it might actually be bad. It's definitely got some, let's say, questionable choices in taste.
Oh, yeah, no, like for me, there was... yeah, you know what? I'm not going to finish my exact sentiment.
Yeah, no,
I'll just say... I'll just say that I felt like there were people taking a certain perverse pleasure in the stuff that show was showing.
Yeah, no, that show... I do feel it's one of those things that at least, like, episode 1, like, the escape from episode 1, I feel like most anime fans should watch, at some point, but I don't feel like the rest of the show is worth watching at all.
Yeah.
Watch episode 1, see it, you'll understand why I said people should watch it, and then you'll not want to watch it anymore. No archers in here, right? Neat. You all get to keep throwing hands with Edelgard because you're all gonna die. Nothing you can do about it. And yes, Kiwi and Rimward, the opening for Black Lagoon also hits hard. Once you
Yeah,
know
like-
the lyrics kind of ruin it a little bit. I do not suggest looking up the lyrics for it because the lyrics are kind of screwy.
Mhm.
Like, they're not bad, but they kind of just don't mesh well. It's very obvious that the song was written in English by someone whose English is not their or first language.
Yeah. This is of sensibility.
Failure is not an option.
Fun fact, the Black Lagoon manga is still ongoing. Well, it's one of those that gets updated rarely, and it saddens me. One day I hope it gets the Full Metal Alchemist treatment.
Well, how was
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah, no, Black Lagoon is great. Black Lagoon makes me want to buy a PT boat. And you know what? Me and Kiwi were talking about if you had a boat what would you name it earlier? But I couldn't think of like what kind of boat would I actually want. I would like a boat like the boat from Black Lagoon.
Well done.
And Kiwi says no boats. To be fair, I can't be outside of being able to see the shore.
Yeah.
Like, we've been over this. Rale has very bad thalassophobia, blah, blah, blah.
But we still love him. Kiwi really loves him.
I mean, I'd hope.
You could have at least tried.
I got a thumbs up for that.
Yay. Come to me, ancient battle axe.
Alright, next up. Who gets to die next? It's you! Lazar.
I'm stronger than I look.
Lazar strong.
Quite what I was after. I never could have pulled that off.
Okay, Digiman, what would you name your boat?
It would be the boatiest boat that ever boated.
Halls of Stone. I don't know. I worry that one... Okay, so... Pro tip for everybody. I don't know why I know this because I'm not a major ship guy, but there's two major super important rules that you always follow these rules when naming a boat. Number one, it's supposed to be female. Number two, do not name your boat something that could be in any way, shape, or form taken as a challenge to the sea.
Mm-hmm.
You will die.
Yeah. I think some of my favorite ships have been ship names I've heard in different things like... Let's see. One of them was one that my players came up with in the space opera game that I run on Saturdays. Which is, well, yeah, that'll be later tonight, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But, the name of the ship was the Bad Divorce. Because they found out that the previous captain basically shot up his whole crew over thinking they cheated on his wife with him. Or that his wife cheated on him with them. Sorry, wow.
Yeah. And Falconstein makes a fair point. The name of the boat doesn't expressly have to be female, but the boat is female. Which, yeah, I feel like that's fair. That's a fair distinction.
Well, yeah, because the idea there was the captain was usually married to their ship, as it were.
Yeah.
That was like the logic.
Oh, that poor man. Point blank critical to the face. So, Falkenstein, what would you name your boat? Also, first person who says Bodie McBoatface is getting a 1 hour timeout.
And a stern spanking.
You'll be repaid.
While we wait for chat to catch up, my personal boat name would probably be the Aurora Chaser.
Sensible.
Yeah, of course, Kiwi has to make it a pun. The Celebration. You only get to do that if it's not a sail ship.
You didn't give it your all.
Okay, time to be sexually harassed so that my equipment can be upgraded.
It's a good thing I know what you're playing. She just keeps hitting crits with the 11% crit rate. And it's just like, and you die, and you die, and you die.
Just like that.
And you were dead, and you were dead, and you were dead.
You'll get an arrow to the face. You get an arrow to the face. Everybody gets an arrow to the face. Okay. Oh, no, we didn't want to dismount. No, that's not what I wanted either. How do I pull up the dang minimap?
Yes, upgrade my radiant tights.
Oh, there we go. Alright, those two poor suckers are the last ones left. Come here, boys. Oh, wait, nope, two more came in. Well, they're about to find out. Yeah. Alright, first up, Caspar, throw hands. Literally, there is no reason for you to keep using weapons because you are now at the point where you can just throw fists.
Thank you for not actually running me over, Sejanus.
Oh, and Falkenstein, Storm is playing Breath of the Wild in the background. He is not in possession of Tears of the Kingdom yet.
No, not yet.
One day.
Soon, in fact. And this playthrough, I'm about at the halfway point.
As expected.
He's dealing with the fairies. The fairies, the higher up grade you go, the more touchy they get. Up to and including dragging you into their domain.
And then a very confused Storm Song is like, oh.
Winning's always nice.
Ah, Terrytown.
Renown increased, yay! Terrytown is, by the way, very worth doing the quest.
Ingrid,
because the
welcome
shops
back.
there are
Did you speak
honestly
with your
probably the
father?
best shops in the
I
game.
did.
Yeah.
I
Also,
just
I hate
returned to the
you
monastery.
Why?
because now I've gotten to the part of Persona where they're calling me Senpai-kun. Angerous storm song noises.
I'm dying, Squirtle.
As soon as I informed him of the suitor's unsavory tendencies, he rejected
Okay,
the proposal
breathe.
outright. Were we to form ties with such an individual, it would bode poorly for our family, regardless of the weighty dowry offered.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad it all worked out.
Dorothea, Professor, I want to thank you.
If you enjoyed the stream, check out our YouTube channel. But no, like, check out our YouTube channel. We have the link in chat. It makes us
Indeed.
happy, boys.
It literally just popped up. And then Falkenstein. So the joke here is that because in Fire Emblem my character is literally a teacher, we named the teacher Senpai for
So he's Senpai Sensei.
the stupid joke. Then when we got to the point where we could do that in Persona, or where Storm could do that in Persona, I happened to be there, and we're like, no, we have to name him Senpai too. Electric Boogaloo in stores now. So at this point, it's just all JRPG characters have to be named Senpai.
It's kind of like how if you ever watch Game Grumps, they name Link like Schloomp and
You
Smurp
couldn't
and
just do
Speeple.
nothing while you were
Yeah.
facing a life of being married to a monster. I could never hand over my lovely Ingrid to some jerk who only wants her for her crest.
Oh, do I belong to you now, rather than to myself? Hey, Dorothea. This is probably more than a little awkward, considering where it came from, but... Here.
A ring? Is this... No. Is it? Oh, Ingrid, I accept your offer. We'll be together forever.
Stop teasing me, Dorothea. I'm trying to be sincere.
Oh.
I wanted to find a way to emphasize how grateful I am to you. So I looked for something from among my things that I thought you would like. I mean, you may already have one like it, but I thought on the off chance you didn't.
Ingrid, you are just adorable and I love it. But perhaps we should lend this ring to our teacher for now. Our dear teacher can best decide how to use it.
Okay, well, what does the
Not
ring
hard
do?
enough. You've earned the
As you wish, Dorothea. I gave the ring to you, so you
But
can do whatever
another
you
ring
please
was
with
made.
it.
I am surprisingly not the biggest Lord of the Rings nerd in my house. That is Kiwi.
Yes.
She has signed second edition British copies of the original trilogy.
Ooh.
Right?
Scale of 1 to 10. That's pretty sexy.
Restores HP each turn. Sent to the convoy.
They are her babies.
Indeed. Okay, real quick, we need to fiddle with inventory.
I see.
You know what? We're gonna give the chalice a beginning. To Edelgard. Because that's gonna make her immune to arrows. There we go. Da, da, da. Also, she can now counterattack at any range. Because where is your god now? He's right here. And he's fresh out of mercy. Okay. Store that. You don't need it. Store. Store. Actually, also store that, because you are going to get that healing staff out, because that's actually useful for you. E. We don't have anything better than that, accurate. Lock. Oh, okay. Do need to make sure to repair her bow. She goes through charges really fast. Oh, we need to repair her lance also.
Her lance? I didn't know she was a mech warrior.
Ah. But also no bad storm. Alright, and what do we give to the main character powers here? Yeah, March Ring seems like a fun one. Alright. Oh yeah, we can go to the store once we get into the actual battle. Sword and Shield of Seiros.
My thank you so much.
Wait, Magic the Gathering is making a Lord of the Rings? Oh, no! No, and
And that is our situation.
I'm upset because there's a
So
part of
few
me that
nights,
wants
surely.
it.
Ah, Professor. Excellent timing.
Yeah, I'm aware, no, dearie, no.
You say something like that, and then just suddenly Kiwi comes in with like one of the signed
I am,
copies.
actually.
How dare you!
have
No,
a
dear, no! As she hits you
I
with
do.
it.
We can't send them out on
You
a
act like she
mission
would ever
without
risk
Raya's
abusing those books.
I'm sure I can get the go.
That's fair.
I'll just say the students have a new field training opportunity or something like that.
It's why she gets the large,
Besides,
overly
we'll
thick,
be here.
expanded
We're not going to
fan
let them
fiction
get killed
version
by pirates.
and wax you with that.
The horrible thing is she's read an inordinate amount of Hobbit fan fiction.
Oh my.
Bill the Pony is getting a card. Look, all I know, Digiman, is that if Tom Bombadil is not obscenely overpowered, but stupidly difficult to summon, it's not worth it.
There are pirates causing havoc in the port of
Yes.
Deirdre, at the center of House Regan's territory.
The Merchants Association sent a request via the Eastern Church asking for protection.
You haven't heard of the Eastern Church? I suppose it's because they don't have much of a presence.
The Eastern Church controls Eastern Fodlan. They don't have a standing army like we do. So, for incidents like this, they customarily ask for help from the Central Church.
I imagine they want to contribute to make their presence known in the Alliance.
Be that as it may, we knights are quite busy. We don't have personnel to spare. Therefore, we're enlisting your help.
You should have some experience dealing with pirates from your mercenary days, right?
Digiman, that's great. Storm, Shadowfax has haste, and his his little text at the bottom reminds you that he can show you the meaning of it.
Yes.
The students have dealt with pirates, so this shouldn't be a
For
problem.
he is a hasty boy.
Come with us, won't you? Think of it as a training exercise. The Merchants Association will reward us handsomely.
Tom Bombadil is a 5-color card. Okay, that meets my requirement for him to be a pain in the butt to summon. Now, what does this effect do?
We don't have time to lose. Let's take care of this quickly.
Also, if anybody's curious, when I did play Magic, I play blue-black. Specifically milling decks, and then another deck that someone else built that I used for a while, because I'm terrible at deck building, but actually good at playing the game. It was a Wither Vampire deck. Also, like everybody, I played a Sliver deck for a little bit when those were the new hotness.
Sliver decks are why I never got further into it. One of my friends had one, and I didn't.
Yeah, no, that's the whole thing. That was that period in time where if you want to keep playing and not have a bad time, you're gonna have to buy a Sliver deck.
Yeah, and like he knew that, and that didn't matter to him.
Yeah.
That's that whole, you invite a friend in on a game just so you can beat them over and over again because you know they're bad at it.
Yeah. I shit-talked my one friend who's part of the reason I stopped playing trading card games, but he was actually, like, very friendly. Like, he would let people use his decks, but he was the one kid who had the allowance to be able to just buy cards.
Yes.
He would, so eventually I just stopped buying my own cards, and, like, if I wanted to play, I'd just use one of his decks. His surprisingly was not the Wither Vampire deck. That was a different deck. Also, again, I am terrible at deck building, so
Yeah.
Oh, right. Actually, yeah, we can send him with them. That way he can go. He's gonna hit him high. Hit him high. How do we want to do this? Answer conditions, defeat the enemy commander. Ito Taquito. Oh, and I forget, Marketplace. Okay, replenish all battalions. Repair. Put it in his bow.
Is that the one? Is that the... Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
Slivers are very feast or famine. I guess there's an argument that if you don't get the right slivers out early, it can be a little bit harder for the train to get started. But
We've got you.
tended to be that spells were oriented towards what's the words I'm looking for? Allowing you to either draw more cards or pull out specific cards. And if I remember correctly, the usual one that people would go for was the Gemhide Slivers.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Which is the one that you can tap them for 1 mana. And at least the way we read it, it could be any colored mana of your choice. I don't know if that's like the tournament legal reading of it, but that's the way we read it.
This can't be right.
I hate motion control puzzles.
Oh yeah, no, Breath of the Wild's motion control puzzles are awful. I don't think there's anybody that likes them.
Like,
Good.
I really like the shrines, except for the motion control puzzles.
Yeah. Good news is the closest to that in Tears of the Kingdom is much better because it's more of like using magnesis to whack something
That's my cue.
rather than motion controls.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep these two in town just in case like some weird reinforcements show up.
I will prevail.
Even any archers this way? There's some flyboys. We're gonna make sure they die.
So,
Actually, why am I worrying about archers? I gave her the item that makes her immune to archers. And yeah, Digimon, you either get a presence and steamroll, or you don't get your presence down and you die horribly. They are very much a snowball effect.
Put me in there.
yeah.
But because of the way that card games are played, snowball effects are really awful to play against when they get rolling, because they don't stop. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. But, actually, that Vampire Wither deck, if I remember, was specifically made because the creator was tired of dealing with sliver decks and things like it. The whole concept of the deck is that if you play a monster card, he is going to eat you alive. And even if your deck is nothing but spell cards, and he actually had someone try that once, it's still like a 50-50 chance he's going to beat you into the dirt.
Yeah. Problem was, at the time, the guy, like, didn't explain a lot of the mechanics of the game to me.
Oh yeah, that's also always the worst.
And then, like, I'm sitting there, trying to figure out a game that I, don't really know the mechanics for, and going up against somebody with a sliver deck.
Yeah,
and,
that's...
yeah, and I had bought an old deck off a friend who had sold it to me fairly cheap, to be honest. It was actually really nice of him. Different friend. But, and so then I'm just kind of sitting there as a 15-year-old who's maybe more invested in the aesthetic of his deck than he is in, say, the mechanics.
I mean, to be fair, respect.
Yeah, and so then I'm sitting there getting angry that my, awesome Holy Army white deck is, getting its shit pushed in over and over again by bugs.
Yeah. That is a valid rage moment.
Yeah. And so a 15-year-old Stormsong got very squeaky and angry about it. Stormsong's voice spent 6 years cracking.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Yep. There's a reason that I can very much do 21's voice from Venture Bros. Totally! I know how to do it!
I mean, not quite, but I get you.
Yeah. It's mostly that I'm chubby enough and have the ponytail, so I'm trying to find the tall, skinny friend to go as 24.
Oh, that's terrible.
I could hear it in my eyeballs! So piercing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like running blue-black decks. Specifically, I lean more towards blue. There are very few things more satisfying than Painter's Construct and grindstoning someone. When they're like, oh, we don't need to play by tournament rules. I want to use my meme deck. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, that combination, Painter's Construct, goes on the field. All cards in your opponent's deck are a color of your choice in addition to any colors they already possess. Grindstone. Your opponent draws 2 cards. If they're the same color, if they share a color, discard them. And then draw another 2.
Dick move. Oh, boy.
Repeat until they draw 2 cards that do not share a color. Yeah, no, like, it's 2 cards and they're low mana cost, and it just absolutely annihilates your whole deck immediately. Congratulations, you've decked out.
As expected.
Yeah, that's like the almighty Cancer Mage from D&D 3.5. So in D&D 3.5, there are 2 classes, or 2 details that were never meant to be, like, in the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
One is a disease listed in the Book of Vile Darkness, I want to say, that your constitution continues to go down, but your strength continues to go up, as you basically suffer muscular tumors all over your body.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, you die, because your constitution eventually reaches 0. Unrelated, there's a class called Cancer Mage in a different book entirely that allows you to gain the positive benefits from a disease without the negative benefits,
Oh no.
or without the detriment. And so one of my players asked if he could do a build, and it was more of a short-term campaign. So thankfully, he was kind of in the head enough to not do this like on a important serious game. But it was just one of those things, and the character eventually had a high enough strength score that, according to the mechanics that we were aware of, and this took some help calculating, by day 72, he had enough strength to crack our planet in half.
I mean, there's always pun.
Now you know your
Yes.
limits.
Jeez.
I've never done anything that incredibly busted, but I don't feel like I have the right to play incredibly to complain about incredibly busted stuff, because one of my major things is I play Divination Wizard in 5e.
Yeah.
And if you get a 20 on one of those two rolls, I like to call that today is screw the DM day.
Stormsong's gonna go take a bio break. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Hydrate.
Hydrate before you dehydrate, everybody. Also fix your posture.
Pretty good, don't you
Take
think?
care of yourselves.
That is that.
Hard work. Take me seriously.
Oh, that man is dead.
I won't go down
So many
easily.
crits.
I'm surprised.
Allow me to demonstrate.
As expected.
They all line up for a whooping. Yeah, she's immune to
Failure is not an option.
weaknesses. Oh,
You're weak. Now you know your limits.
yeah, no, Digimon, that is. Yeah,
Defeat was inevitable.
if it chains repeatedly, it's just get hit, draw a card. Okay, get hit, draw a card, get hit, draw a card, and your deck is gone. Though given the size of most decks, if I remember, I can't remember if it's 30 or 60 is standard deck size, but it's enough that it's like they're probably going to die before they deck out.
Should I have held back?
Though I will state, I was the kind of jerk. I preferred to play like four-way duels where it's four-way free-for-all, because I am a table-talking son of a bitch. The number of times I have convinced people to act against each other in my best interest by just sweet-talking them into hating each other instead of me.
Clever girl.
Yeah, no. The best part is I don't even lie about it. I'm really good at just phrasing stuff to where it's like, yeah, no, it's definitely a better tactical decision to attack this guy because this, and this. No,
yes. Sorry.
Oh,
I
I'm
just-
not. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I just ran into Robbie, so.
Which one's Robbie?
You fought well.
Not Impa. Who's our young girl?
Time to take action.
The Sheikah that made herself young.
Oh, Pura.
Pura's brother, the one that does all the
Okay,
the one
okay,
that you basically
okay,
go
Robbie.
to get
yeah,
all
the
of your air.
Meow.
Yeah, that guy.
Guitar solo.
Yeah, that guy.
Is that all? You're weak. Your defeat was inevitable.
I feel bad that we're talking more about other stuff than we are about the game I'm actually playing. But in all reality, the game I'm playing is we're doing side chapter stuff because we don't have other stuff to do at the moment.
Yeah, we're not in main story. It definitely would focus on the main story if that were.
We don't need to pay. We don't need to pay attention. Do.
Oh my.
Oh no, my steel sword broke.
We are the sword of pants.
Oh, time to end this. Night, night, Sonny Jim. Whop. Boop. He's down. Get down, Mr. President.
That won't do it all.
Yes.
Well, that's... Thank you so much. Here's your reward. Please take it.
Large bullion. Seraph robe. Yay. And unfortunately, Edelgard gets the MVP again. The only reason that's bad is because it maxes out only her motivation.
Yeah.
Where's my motivation? Oh, we got a special battalion, the Saros Archers. We might attach them to Bernadetta. We shall see.
My, thank you so much.
Running and running. Oh,
Good gracious, I didn't expect it to become such a large-scale battle.
It seems they caused the merchants unnecessary confusion by disguising themselves as Almirans.
We taught the pirates a lesson, though. That should calm them down a bit. I know this was more than you signed up for, but you really saved us.
Thanks for your help.
speaking of pirates,
can't be
if
how
those
you
of
were
you, for
expecting
those
to
of you
do
who
that.
haven't,
Patience
watch
and
CGP Gray's
Just like
videos on
Captain
pirates
Jones.
at some point.
We
It's
owe
very
you a
interesting.
token of our appreciation, I think. Take the reward from the Merchants Association. Share it with your students if you like.
Wait, what about pirates?
Watch CGP Gray. We just finished fighting pirates in the game, but if you're interested in pirates, watch the CGP Grey video about them. It's very interesting.
Take it. We'll collect our reward from the East. Besides, Alois could never keep it for himself.
Of course not. We knights
So I've
serve
just
as the
encountered
sword and
something
shield of
in
Saint Saros
Breath of the
herself.
Wild that I
We
would
pride
call a
ourselves on our
dick
integrity.
move,
We reject all rewards
Okay.
that are not perfect.
which
In other
is
words,
there's
the
this
coward
little
who
boy
would
who
feel
gives you a
guilty
quest of
and
like, I want to
lose
see this weapon, or I want to see this weapon, or I want to see this weapon.
Oh, and you're far enough in the game that it's real hard to find those weapons?
Shamir, you don't
Well,
mince
not just that,
words.
it's like,
Though it
I
does
want to see
seem
an
like
ancient
you've learned
battle
how to
axe
show a little
plus.
respect.
Must have
It
learned that
specifies
from
a
you.
single plus.
Mhm.
I
And I'm
don't
like,
remember
I
teaching you that.
no.
The trick is to
Queen.
find the
Professor,
specific
keep the
shrines, because the shrines
compensation.
have set
I'd say
difficulty
you've
on them.
earned it.
Yeah.
Those merchants
It,
really
I
needed
believe
your
it's
help.
a modest.
For all the buying and selling
Best.
they do, they're not so
Yeah.
good at trading blows.
That pun was terrible, Alois. 10 points to Gryffindor.
You get it? Trading blows? They
Yeah.
and merchants, they you know,
Griffin
We have
Puff.
to prepare for our next mission. Until next time, Professor.
Hufflepuff represent!
Puffledore.
My thank you
Kind
so
of excited.
much.
One of my friends, he's planning on running a Harry Potter game,
Oh boy.
and he is,
I have
and so I'll
gratitude.
be playing a what do you call it? An animagus.
Thanks so much.
Remember, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
But I'll be playing an animagus named Gwion Ossery.
What do you turn into?
In this case, it's going to be a wolf.
Bork?
Bork Bork.
Sir Borkington III, Lord of Borkshire.
Yeah. He will bork twice, thrice, and yet again.
Storm, would you mind messaging Whacker for me real quick? I know he said he might be able to show up a little bit today, and we're about to potentially run into plot.
Very well. 1 second. See if Whack Daddy is anywhere to be found. He's not online, but I'll send him a message.
I mean, there's more than a few people who just always show us offline.
Yeah. So yeah, I just sent.
Nope, still not there. We're double checking our rusted weapons in case they turn into fancy things.
Yes.
Doesn't look like it. Okay. All right. Let us go forth into the plot hole.
Into the plot of darkness.
So, because it's been a while, quick reminder of what's going on. This village has some sort of disease or something going through it that's killing the townsfolk. We have been sent to investigate.
We've got to go. Now.
The Remire Calamity. We've got to go now.
The situation in Remire Village has changed drastically. We don't know much more than that. We're hearing reports that the villagers are killing each other. Some say houses are burning. Regardless, we need to move.
They've been possessed by the spirit of Zorg, question mark? Nope, nope.
Help! Somebody please help!
What's going on here?
This is horrific. It's even more revolting. More terrible than I expected. Yes, we must find a way to save this village.
True. But if we are not careful about how we proceed, we will only increase the death toll.
But yeah,
The
so I'm
villagers are
super excited to
attacking
play
each
a
other.
super
Let's knock
Irish
them all out,
animagus.
one by one.
Oh, it's
Wonderful.
so reckless. You do know that if we mess up, we will either kill or be killed, right?
Still, we cannot just stand here twiddling our thumbs and doing nothing.
I'd really
So I realized that story was going somewhere earlier, and I forgot to finish it, but it wasn't really super much left to say.
I am waiting for your orders with full readiness.
Wait. Those people over there. They seem
The
to be
existence of
observing
paranatural
They
and the
must be
existence of
behind us.
parasocial
Eliminate them and
implies the
rescue
existence
all
of
the
supernatural
unaffected
and thus
villagers.
super social.
See, you say that, and now all I can think of is I don't know if this is a meme. Can someone in chat double check this for me? Uh, there was a thing that Sweden has finally decided to have sex be a competitive sport.
I have gratitude.
Of course it'd be Sweden.
And I need to because there's the whole meme. Like there's casual, so where's the professional?
Yeah.
And Kiwi, that's entertainment. What do I feel like? I knew something was off. Where is it? Where is it? Shamir should not be on the team. Lysithia stays on the team. And then...
Oh, I watched an interesting video you would have appreciated the other day. Not the Zelda timeline, but the history of the Zelda timeline.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna need a little more context there.
So, like, it actually goes over how,
Oh, wait,
even as the games were being made, how people were trying to kind of connect to timelines early on, and then, like, how the internet changed that, of course, and then, like, the different retcons and recons and so forth that Nintendo made. And, of course, the fact that these games were never really, at least not initially made with such a thing in mind.
Mm-hmm.
But just, you know, because. And... Okay, cool. So you can repeat the major tests of strength.
Yeah, Blood Moon resets all the shrine loot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, important knowledge, right?
Yes.
Okay, so main
Not that I've
character...
ever really had to go back and do it, but just, you know, I'm like...
Yeah.
Huh.
Freddy here. Yeah, I feel like this is a solid setup. Fight!
There are some suspicious-looking ruffians out there, but our top priority is to rescue the villagers. Got it? I'll rein in the villagers who've turned violent. You focus on rescuing the others.
Alright.
I will prevail.
Kill.
This is why we have flying units. Because this map is much harder without flying units. I should know, I've done it.
I will get the victory.
It was obnoxious. But this is the last time that the Black Knight's going to appear.
Yeah.
We have a thief, so if all else fails, we'll try to steal the seal from him so he can access the dark magic classes. But I am hoping that Edelgard will be able to steamroll him into the dirt.
to me.
As you wish.
Oh, that's it's like
That's
right.
cute.
I completed the shrine, and now let's go collect. Oh, right, I already collected. Okay.
Stay focused.
Oh no.
So like some zombie shit going on here.
Put me in there.
What now?
Some zombie shit going on here then.
More like they've all had a medicine tested on them.
Unfortunate.
Yes, indeed. Or not medicine, but like an artificial disease sort of thing. Oh, look, it's the librarian. Tomas.
Did you say his name is Tomas?
Tomas.
Yes.
There's no H in it, so...
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's
spe-
just making me think of the Finnish name Tomas. Toumas, I think. Either way, it's the name of the keyboardist from Nightwish.
Ah.
Insert Storm's favorite band here. Storm is a Nightwishy boy. Well, okay, it's one of my favorite bands. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out I had like 9 others.
My favorite band is The Offspring. Because you know I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah.
Medical experiments go, ah, yeah. Whoa!
Another thing that I really like about the mechanics of this game, Breath of the Wild, that is at the moment, is the fact that you actually have to stop to consider, like, is this a waste of this weapon?
Mm-hmm. I mean, in a lot of cases, it's usually better just to avoid fights. Which, to be fair, tracks with what you'd want to be doing in real life with that. If you don't have an actual reason to throw hands. Alright.
There's nothing more satisfying than cutting a guardian's legs off.
Hello, Remy. How are you? I have been pawed.
Thank you.
No, Rem. Yes, you're a very cute boy. I have been. I have
Are you
had a
being
hand
hooted on?
stolen by the doggo.
Yay, you're being hooted on by the doggo.
Doggo T. Lagerton.
Yay. May all the doggery be doggish.
The longest of doggest. I do wish they hadn't gotten rid of the rescue ability. There's a thing in previous Fire Emblem games where you could rescue units in order to, what's
Like
the word?
recruit?
Not recruit them, so that you wouldn't have to worry about them running off, because you'd pick them up and carry them around with you.
Okay.
Actually, Bully Snake makes an excellent point. We need to include a pet redeem.
Yes.
Get on it, Storm.
Yes. We will discuss such matters tonight at the meeting.
Unfortunately, nothing. Well, actually, no. This guy's in the range. Let's see what Seraphim looks like. It's small ball and then big bloom with light feathers. Ooh.
I really do love the idiocy of a Bokoblin that sees me drop a Guardian without getting injured, without even breaking a sweat, and then tries to throw hands with me.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see games add a fear mechanic to enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in a game with like JRPG leveling. I mean, a lot of newer ones where you can see the battles beforehand do actually have a mechanic like that, where the enemies will, like, weaker enemies who see you on the map will just straight up run.
Yeah. Like, games like Mountain Blade have that, though funny enough, sometimes the units are designed to ignore it, so it's like, I have, 60 trained men, and this group of 20 Sea Raiders thinks they're gonna throw hands. It's like, oh yeah, but we're Vikings. I'm like, so are mine. Uh-oh.
A Viking we shall go, a Viking we shall go. Hi-ho,
Hi-ho, the Dario, the Viking we shall go.
Keep it up.
Really doesn't even. Oof. I don't know why, but Bernadette's speed has become a problem. She's slow enough, she's not doubling people as much anymore. Mind you, she does have a ability that gives her auto doubles, but still. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure with this guy down, that'll save everybody on this side of the map. You are being rescued. Do not resist.
Ah, wunderbar.
Just in case some backup is needed. We're gonna keep the squad going this way. Alright. Caspar, can you make... You can make it! Run, boy! Hands equal throne. Caspar's actually gotten really useful since he got into this new... Oh god, David Sachs. Yeah, Ferdinand von Eiger.
Yes.
There you go. It's dealt with. Yay. Yes, flee, peasants.
Tomas, what are you doing here? Dare I even ask?
I'm not Tomas.
My name is Solon. the
Oh boy,
savior
here we go
of
with
all.
plot.
What's the matter?
No actor's gonna have to do a lot of plot catch up on both of our games, because
Yeah.
just
You were so
between,
easily
you know,
fooled by
where
my
his eye is right
disguise.
now,
I was hiding
and then
away
also
in
the fact
Garreg
that
Mach to get the
he
blood
has
of
child
that little
wrangling
girl
duties.
called Flame.
Yeah.
With her blood, we'll be one step closer to realizing
Which we
our
understand,
goal.
because meat space is important.
Indeed. Also, this point of the game is easy enough to summarize, so I'm not going to be too beat up.
That's the
Yes.
Death Knight. He must be an ally of Tomas, or Solon, or whoever.
Okay. Rude. Hoo-ha. Oh, good. I forget Casper can heal now.
Appreciate it.
Good job, Caspar. Bath salts exist in. I'm pretty sure bath salts exist in most fantasy worlds.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you'll move, you'll move, you'll move. You won't move. You're level 24, but you have all your stupid buffs. But you know what? I have a level 26 Edelgard who's immune to power bonuses. What kind of terrain is he on? Bit of a buff, but not too obnoxious a one. So we're going to send her here. Attack that with the hand axe so it's dealt with for later.
Yes. I will say Breath of the Wild has another thing in its favor, which is I have never been so terrified by jazz piano.
I can't remember what happens when the jazz piano starts.
That's the Guardians.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Because even once you get to where you can like fight them pretty regularly, it becomes panic-inducing because you've been conditioned.
Pro tip, just learn how to parry the lasers.
Oh yeah.
Thanks so much.
Oh lord. So David Sachs has the all of the emotes for Fire Emblem. Oh no. I'm in danger of looking like the scrub I am.
I'm in danger.
Don't have time for this. You were outmatched.
Nah, good enough.
So close.
That'll do. How do, free birth?
He's the freest of birth.
Anywhere I can hide. What did I?
Oh yes, my second least favorite quest in this game.
Oh, what quest?
Having to light the
This is our chance.
torches to get Robbie's station going again.
Oh, I never find it to be that bad. Just wait for it not to be raining.
The problem is I've had those times where, like, it's raining. Okay, wait, it's raining. Okay, wait, it's raining. Okay, wait, it's raining. Okay, wait, it's not raining. Get started. 2 torches and it's raining.
Oh no, That just makes me think of... There's a long-running meme for Breath of the Wild, The Legend of Rain at Inconvenient Times.
Yeah.
Now you know your limits. Is that all? Well, how was that?
Another level up, give me more strength. Yeah, strength and speed. Woo!
You're weak. Witness my power.
Alright. Yeah, Freebird, that's one of the nice things is that Tears of the Kingdom adds an armor set that makes it to where once you have all 3 pieces and you upgrade them twice, you don't slip.
Yeah, it's that froggy suit.
Yeah.
Can I go now?
I've heard
Amazing.
good things.
Tears of the Kingdom does add a ton of ways to just fly. Tears of the Kingdom makes your mobility much, much easier than it was before. They fixed a lot of that, which, to be fair, a lot of that was intentional in Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom is a different game. And they, rightly so, took a lot of things that people found kind of just annoying and altered them.
Yes. Which is good.
Thank you. We've rescued as many as we can. Now,
Yeah, it's time to capture Solon. Important question, we need to know. Can she do it? Oh, snap! She is going to beat him into the... assuming she doesn't get crit. Alright, kids, it's time to gamble that we don't hit the 22% chance on his one swing that he's gonna get. Is everybody ready? You know what? Let's throw a bet into this. One moment while I set up the prediction.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you can bet, you can gamble well-earned money on something as simple as a video game. The stakes have never been so high.
Alright. Well, you have 2 minutes. Make your predictions, make your bets in the chat. And then we will find out. This is your chance to make a whole bunch of channel points. And remember, the Yeet Thyself button is still here. And next week I'll be playing more Tears of the Kingdom. So you can make points now.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you too can be an absolute Chad by annoying Rale.
No.
That's right, due to Rale, what he and I have always done to Whacker. Because their suffering amuses me.
My profile for this one doesn't even have the armor that negates fall damage yet.
Yes.
Which means I have to climb back up the hard way if I'm not careful. I had to do that a couple times during the subathon. It was awful. Actually, wait, where's my kazoo?
My God. There's no escaping from his madness.
All right, and time is up. Let's see what goes down.
You're the one who should be answering that question. Stay out of my way.
Nice crit. He does not! The Death Knight is down! My vengeance is true! Edelgard did not get crit into the dirt. Whoever won your points, enjoy your points!
Also, we started singing that while I'm running here with a torch trying to get the blue flame to Robbie's place, so it's like, the new Olympic theme is, Final Countdown.
I get the feeling that from the ha 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 that Kiwi bet more points. She has an obscene amount of points because of the charity stream, because she won a bunch of bets during that. So she's been saving them for next time I play Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh,
She was a little disappointed that I wasn't playing today.
It's okay, sweetie pumpkin. You know why? Because Big Uncle Stormsong's gonna make sure Rale plays real good like.
Wow, and I'm pretty sure she's the only person who voted no. Oh, wait. No. Only one person voted no, and it looks like it was Falkenstein. Kiwi lost points. Yay! My safety!
Yeah.
Because if there's one person who's guaranteed to be in the chat during one of my streams, it's gonna be her.
Yeah. The only one.
But she only lost like 10.
Big sad puppy Rale eyes.
Somebody had. The thing is, 3 of you bet on yes. 3 of you bet on a 22% chance. Do not go to a casino, please and thank you.
3 of you are likely the kind of people who play mobile games.
Look, don't call me out for playing gacha games, man. Don't do me like that.
I do you dirty.
Fun enough, my first gacha game was the Fire Emblem one. That's how they get you. They make a gacha game of something you actually enjoy. Alright, I am now worried that I won't be able to get to the treasure chest before Daddy-O gets to the bad guy, and I'm pretty sure Daddy-O's actually capable of dirt stomping the bad guy for this one. Bully Snake just likes to bet on long shots, apparently.
Bully Snake likes what I tell him to like, because Bully Snake is a good boy.
Okay, they can't be silenced. That's not too much of a worry.
A great help.
Yeah, but the thing is, Bully Snake, the way to win a lot of goob on WBPL 76 is just to wait for them to play, oh, what was it? Squick or something? I can't remember what the or is.
Squick or an AI. Great, now I'm starting to feel Pavlov's burn.
See, I'm like, oh, what we could do, we do with that for one of our people, and then I'm like, Rale or hentai, like, no.
That just brings me to the fact that Techie's profile pic is a rooster with a tie, which I think is meant to mock us.
No, it's actually a character he played in D&D.
I know, I'm just being ridiculous.
You are but a savage, insignificant beast. Yet you...
Right, there you are.
Okay, I hope I don't miss out on this loot piece. I don't know what's in the box, but hopefully we get to find out. It's dependent on whether or not if Edelgard can make the jump. Convoy. Chest key. Take. Trade with Edelgard. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the March Seal for that and the chest key for that.
In hindsight, I'm surprised it took Rale this long to get his hands on the chest.
Oh, hey, a Horse Slayer. Just to make dang sure that you can try to take him down one last time. Convenient. Okay, that's done. Bernadetta, can you get in range? You can. Yeah, do it. Steal the X. Kill steal time. Oh, dick. I'm disappointed and my day is ruined.
Yes, immeasurable disappointment.
No one else has long enough range of anything to... really do anything with that, so yeah.
Thank you.
Alright. Nothing for you to do. You can go over here and heal this dude. Alright, let's watch Daddy-O finish off this boss man.
Your fears
chill,
realized.
Oh, he used the... Oh no.
Use your head sometimes.
We get one more shot. Oh, never mind. No damage. Oh. Oh, wait. I think I know what it is. I think it's we have to be the one to finish him off. Because they should all be doing enough damage to kill him. Take him out, Ferdy. Yes, free birth. Happy Discord noises. The thing is, I don't have many things that actually ping me with Discord noises. So those Discord noises usually are mod things. Someone's in danger. Oh, no, not from there. Not from where he can shoot back. There we go. Whip. Potato chip.
There, it finally happened. The
That
guitarist
man
wheel.
is dead.
Why have you gone after this village? What are you planning?
I could have conducted this experiment on any test subjects. Now that I have what I came for, I must bid you farewell.
Bye, Felicia.
Wait! Damn it, he's gone.
Alright, Storm, now is the time to start pulling up the actual stream and paying attention, because shit is about to go down!
I'm dressed like a Bond villain! Shit's about to go down!
Son, there's someone walking around talking like Sean Connery and I'm dressed like a Bond villain. Shit is about to go down! You saved all the villagers. I got an extra large bullion. Another advanced seal, also good. And Edelgard is once again the MVP EMP. I mean, yes, but also the Edelgard magnetic pulse.
Thank you so much.
The Edel pulse, as it were.
Looks like we somehow managed to sort things out, and casualties were kept to a minimum. They said they weren't picky about who they used as their test subjects. Because of them, the people of Ramire Village.
There you are.
That armor. So, you're the Flame Emperor.
Yes. I believe you have met my subordinate, the Death Knight.
He just got steamrolled by Edelgard.
Oh, we've met all right. But back to you. You're the one responsible for the destruction of this village.
Do not get the wrong idea.
What in blazes does that mean?
It is true that I am working with Solon, but that does not mean our objectives are the same. Had I known they planned to do this, I would have stopped it. You have my word.
Your words are meaningless. Now, I'll have to insist that you accompany us back to the monastery.
I cannot abide that. However, if you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
What?
You sound so like
If left to their
mechanical
own
and shit.
devices, they will commit countless more violent acts like this one. Do you not wish to prevent that? With the sword of the Creator on our side, Solon would not be a threat. You are lying. I can see that you cannot contain your fury toward me. Pity. Pray that you do not live to regret your choice.
Gerald, Professor, have you seen Lady Edelgard?
What's wrong, kid? Huh? Oh, damn it! He's gone.
Damn it, Mini Snape.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Since coming to the monastery, you've changed.
Well, yeah, I
You've
don't
been
want to wear
angry
old
since we
clothes.
first arrived in Ramire Village. And you look so happy when you're instructing the brats. Before the monastery, I'd never seen you bear your emotions like that. Not once. Then perhaps it's a good thing we came to the monastery. If only so I could see your face
So
lit
this
up like
Flame
that.
Emperor
Or
fellow, what do we
maybe
know
there was
of
never
him?
any reason for us to leave the
They're the person who commands the Death Knight, and they're working with Tomas, who transformed into Solon, who... So this one's really a minor spoiler. Solon is from another race of people, and they see humans as animals.
Okay, so they're assholes.
Yes. Edelgard, time to nuke another country.
Yes.
I've put my
Oh
foot
boy,
in my mouth,
here I
haven't
go, criming
I
again.
suppose it may be nearly that time. Come to my office when you next have a moment to spare. There's something I need to tell you.
Just what was that about? I can't recall a time of old when you were at the monastery. I wonder what is hiding in the mist that is your past.
So Daddy-O's got something important to tell us. Oh boy, oh boy.
Professor, I don't know if this is appropriate to say, but admirable work out there. I really believe we did all that we could. Gerald said the same thing. We must try to stay positive, even through the horror.
But it's okay, someone
I hear
found
the
Edelgard.
so-called Flame Emperor appeared in Ramire Village as well. Hubert told me that you spoke with him. Really? Is that what you want, Professor? Oh? But how can you trust someone without even knowing who they are? Even if he wants you as an ally, his objectives are still unclear. If the Flame Emperor truly wishes to make use of your power, perhaps someday he will appear before you without his mask, and you can look in his eyes and decide what you believe.
Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to go to dinner here, Rale. I'll be back in a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I interrupt?
No, not at all. If you'll excuse me, Professor.
You did well handling that awful business in Remire Village. I am certain the goddess shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage. I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic! Who are these wicked foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance. Around 8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again just last year. After having worked at Garreg Mach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish? Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility. Supposing that he is the Death Knight, that means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
In the long history of the Church of Seros, no, long before even that, there have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan. Yet those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery. I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
I have truly come to rely on you. I believe that the monastery will remain safe so long as we have you. We do not yet know the enemy's objective or whereabouts. For now, please devote yourself to preparing for whatever comes next.
That is all for today.
Professor, please wait. I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power. I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
Ooh.
The goddess Sothis? Is that what she just said?
So, for those who don't know, because obviously not everyone sees every stream, this is the first time it's been mentioned that the goddess's actual name is Sothis, which is the same name as the lady who's inside our head and gave us the time warp powers.
Is something the matter? I see. Sothis is the goddess's true name. Please do not use it carelessly. Farewell.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I?
There's ominous chanting in the background. Oh boy.
Please, go.
The hamster is named. Alright, since we're at a save point, and I need to do a bio break of my own, so we will be back shortly. You all also go to the bathroom. Hydrate before you dehydrate. See you soon! All right, and I'm back. Let the game continue. Also, I was wrong. That chapter is not the one that ends with shit going down.
Part
It's
1.
this chapter that
White clouds.
ends with
Ethereal moon.
shit gets very real
The cause
very
of
quickly.
sorrow.
Which is good. Hopefully, Storm
Though
will be
most
back
stars
before we
will
get
still
to it.
glimmer in the crisp winter air, the blue sea star has gone back into hiding. Legend states that the goddess prays for peace from her home in the heavens. In the town of Garrigmach, the anniversary of the monastery's completion nears, and the people's prayers intensify ahead of the
Oh look,
Millennium
Misfit has
Festival,
appeared.
still 5 years hence.
How do, Misfit? Why does it suddenly smell like wet dog? Is it raining? Ah. For those who are curious, apparently my dog, Remington, decided he wanted to play in the hose while Kiwi was watering her plants, and he was out with her. It's Eloise's birthday. We'll send him flowers. Misfit has conquered Space Nom? I need context, Misfit. What do you mean by Space Nom? I'm curious how Lindhart is doing. Go for a visit? Yeah.
It's just... I was wondering why it seems as if no one values their own lives. Why do we fight until we die? Why do we kill without hesitation? I hate it.
Misfit, I'm alone right now, so you are welcome to come in and explain yourself.
Blood. In the last battle, some of the soldiers under my command died for foolish reasons. Those soldiers could have pulled back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Misfit.
Instead, they kept fighting and were overrun. Am I supposed to be
Yeah,
satisfied
so,
with the victory
Space Knob.
alone, even at the
Warhammer
cost of
40k,
such life?
Arma 3.
Ah.
Oh, I have to update my avatar with you. I forgot. You have
Exactly.
Yeah, I finally got a Crispy finally finished my commission.
Ah, wunderbar.
Glory? Even
So,
worse.
Just
Just the thought frightens me.
Yes, the Arma game that you abandoned me for.
I did everyone for, man. No one bothers me while I'm playing Arma. It involves violence at that point.
I'm happy you feel that way, but
Kind of like what instigates me, just like bothering me at work, violence will incur.
very little is accomplished via diplomacy or even simple decency. Professor, you take the time
Yeah,
to teach me like this every day.
I would love to, but money
You don't want me
needed.
to die on the battlefield?
I need a dollar is what I need now.
To be fair, the money rains down on me from above.
It's a bold statement, Professor.
But yeah, no, I have things I have to. I did finally buy an actual gaming mouse for the first time ever.
I wish to ask something of you.
Okay, you have to context what you mean by gaming mouse.
G403 Hero by Logitech.
Filtering down through the trees, and I want you to help me make that a reality.
I don't know that one off the top of my head, unfortunately.
It's the one that just has 2 additional buttons to let
just
you.
2?
Yep, just 2.
Context.
Because Misfit can't keep track of stuff.
Yeah, Kiwi, I think you mean Logitech. We don't have a GeForce mouse. GeForce is the graphics cards. We have a G502 Logitech. Because I like many buttons.
So mine's just basically the one before it. If I remember, it's half the price as well. I'm computer
returned.
Hello, I have a Glow G online too, Kiwi. Don't worry. Hello, Storm. Space Nom has been conquered.
Space what?
Space Nom.
Hello, Professor.
Oh, Space Nom. Okay, got it.
A lot to
They
get
said
Yeah.
done, I
Space
take it?
Dom, and I'm like,
I'm
who's
happy to
Space
help,
Dom?
but tell me, is there
Well, I
anything
am a
I can
space
do to
dom.
brighten
There's
your
also
load?
that.
I think Space
No!
Dom's name is Riddick.
Oh my. Oh right, because his name is Dominic Riddick.
No, because
No.
he plays
Dom
Dom in
Loretta.
Fast and the Furious, and then he's
That-
Riddick.
I'm Angerous.
But no,
You bamboozled me.
I became Warhammer 40k Dom in space, over space forest, full of monsters and people that shoot
Don't
at
be
me.
shy about asking for help. We're practically
12 men
siblings
versus
after all.
versus a
Cut from
planet.
the
Who will
same
win?
cloth.
The 12 men.
I was raised by Gerald just as you were. So we
And
should
the
have
one
no
very
trouble getting
scary lady who likes to turn people into servitors.
Freebirth has claimed that Riddick is a power bottom.
Context.
Really
needed.
don't want to
No,
think
I
about
need
that.
I really don't.
Kiwi.
Angerous demands that you cease, intensify.
Cease.
Freebirth, don't make me do my job. I'm tired. I have to do it already today.
Yeah. He'll kiss you right on the lips to punish you for your
No, I have a hammer.
I feel like you might have some sort of point, but I need you to explain because there are many ways that could be taken.
Is it because he's the bottom of the food chain? Is it because the man has some like repressed desire? What is it?
Did I not mention that?
So we'll ask you to submit a essay to him after the stream.
Yes. You shall submit an essay to the Discord, and then we shall judge it, and we shall grade you next week.
Yeah.
In public, yes. We will read
That's what you get for expressing your opinions.
What was he thinking,
Oh god, I've had a very free birth. We're being dead serious. Make the essay.
Yeah,
do
do it. I actually would like.
But we will do a.
And
stream
if you're
of
really lucky, we might get Squick to read it.
No. I know exactly who we're gonna get to read it. Goat.
No.
I don't know if Goat would, but maybe Brushface.
Whacker.
Maybe Crow. Maybe Crow actually. Crow might.
I can't say.
Kiwi has just raised her hand behind me to offer to read it.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, Kiwi reads it. Kiwi reads it.
My God.
Kiwi will read it in her reading books to children at the library voice.
Oh no.
Okay, please tell me we're streaming this.
Oh, we are 110% on stream right now.
Over drinks he
No, I mean we're gonna stream the essay reading.
That's a story for another.
Freebirth, you give me that essay.
It will definitely get the not safe for work label.
Yeah, no.
I've seen what Freebirth writes. I've played in it. It's terrifying.
Yeah. It may need to be edited to be stream appropriate, so...
There were piles of bodies everywhere, and then the explosion happened.
We will go over it with a comb, and a cone,
Storm,
both.
you need to send me stuff.
What do I need to
send me your lines. You need to send me the lines you want me to read.
I'm not there yet, dude. I've been in between.
I know. I'm
everything.
asking just make sure.
Yeah. No, like in like about a month's time, we might be actually ready to start something. But
just give me a holler.
And no, you don't get context on this. It's a surprise.
Yes.
We need to change my avatar on your stream so badly, Rale. Oh god.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that any stream I'm involved in at some point just becomes degenerate.
No. The Zorg avatar is finished.
Oh no.
I have full rights to it now.
We are planning a grand ball for this month.
Given to me by our wonderful artists inside of the abs, Mr. Crispy Kraut. Found at Crispy Kraut on Pinterest? I think Pinterest. I can't remember anymore.
Find the day that he's on stream and ask him for more information.
Yes, do it. He's on stream, I think, tomorrow or Monday.
It is a building
Here,
that was once
let's
a
pull up the
temporary
schedule.
sanctuary, at a time when the monastery was under renovation.
This month, your class is tasked with
Ah,
guarding the
I
chapel
have
and
that
investigating these
evidence list that you asked me to make, by the way.
recent state of affairs
Crispy
surrounding the
streams
Holy Church.
sketching
afford to
and
overlook
art
any
on
abnormality,
Fridays
no matter how
at
seemingly
2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
I am
Central Time.
ordering a seasoned knight to assist
I
you
am
to
nowhere
ensure
near
the
where it needed
safety
to
of
be.
the
I am so
students.
sorry.
In times like these, I am afraid we must always expect the worst.
But yeah, no, we'll have fun. What game is this? Oh, it's Three Houses. Cool.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Which night?
Reporting for duty, Lady Rhea.
I thought you two could use the time to bond. And to speak of important matters.
Appreciate the thought.
Connotations,
Bear in mind
people.
that Gerald
They're
has a
important.
separate mission
Time
of
with
his own.
Daddy.
He will join you once he has finished.
Cease.
Why?
Cease.
It's true.
Cease
What?
this
He's
right now.
literally
Do
our
not-
father. I didn't even do it in like a seductive
I'll come and watch
voice.
you work.
I know.
No, no. But it'll start Storm on that thing we had to ban him from doing. You forget how easy it is to set Storm off on that.
Storm is sitting here trying not to set off on it.
It's off on it anyway.
Sooner or later, I'm gonna hit someone with the I may not be your father, but you'll still call me daddy.
I have done that actually. It works really well.
Oh, it's hilarious when you get it to happen. But I need.
No, I kind of gotten. Misfit had a great week 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
So it's certification time. We can do more advanced classes. Who are we gonna try to put in advanced classes? Alright, we are.
But it's always great when people don't realize that I do voice work when requested and paid.
The sad thing is, your voice work is likely the work where I would call you.
Stop.
Mama.
Fuck you. I knew you were gonna do that.
I was so close.
I know. I know you were. Also, did you get that? Did you get that voice changer so you can do your Exterminatus in real time from now on?
I haven't messed with it yet because it
Totally
requires
free.
some. One of the problems is I have a lot of like I downloaded it, but I haven't installed it yet. One of the
That's
problems is
understandable.
I
I
have
know you
so
have other
much
stuff
different.
going on.
Well, not just that. It's just I have so much sound equipment plugged into this thing that runs off different programs that all fight over the same resources. That I have to kind of be
You're
careful
trying-
when adding something new in.
Yeah, and that's understandable. I don't have that much. I'm using it basically to clean up voice ahead of time and to fuck with people.
Yes.
Someone asked me to read 40k fanfiction. It was very weird.
Alright, Linhart, you've got a 68% chance. Don't screw up.
Screws up immediately. Fails.
Nope, that's the happy notes. Yay! Advanced class.
He's now in advanced geometry.
Well done, me.
Yes, immediately go
Is
into
this-
new class.
Is this literally just... Oh god, it is literally just school.
Yeah, it's like Persona 5, but with tactical battles instead of JRPG battles.
Bernadetta, how in the actual Hiffly Hoffly can you not go for sniper yet? But can
She's
go
a paladin.
for paladin. No, she's an archer! What? Oh, because her riding's high enough to
Be a paladin.
try for it. This is an important question. Does she have high enough riding?
Natural
She has
children
high enough
soldiers.
lance to get her. Okay, so she needs to focus on riding and bow. Noted for later.
Well, I do realize we need to add a praise org thing for next time we do Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
That praises org quite well. I might have not survived, but Zork was praised.
Zorg will have fire, yours or another's.
Grug will have Unga, Bunga, or otherwise.
Heck does he have to have gone through the other one first? Is that it?
You're so welcome for that little snippet of audio, Storm. I know you've never thought of it before.
God. He's depraved. On account of he's deprived.
So Freebirth, remember, 1, this is the medieval era. 2, this is an officer's school. So they're not...
You've been children soldiers for a while now.
Well, they're all nobility and such, so they went straight to officer's school. A lot of them, like, during the missions here, is the first time they've had to actually fight real people.
Actually, Freebirth in the medieval times, 14 was considered an adult.
Also, my class... Actually, I'm pretty sure... Roster... 18, 20, 18, 17, 17, 17, 19, 16, 15, 25, 26...
Leave it to Japan to make sure that no... Wait, there's a 15.
Yeah, that's Lysithia. One of her plot points is that she's the youngest character out of the
Nah,
group.
shit, really?
Yeah, Petra's 16.
Well, and then of course there's the whole mandatory more than 300 years old but secretly a lolly.
I hate you
to
so
be
much
fair,
for bringing up
that one is the dragon that's inside my head, so...
What?
What? Confused misfit noises intensify.
Wait. I'm reading. Let me read this degenerate post of Freebirth. Still child soldiers performing a holy war on the word of Pope Mommy. I hate you so much right now.
While that's not incorrect, it's...
I hate you. I hate it.
It's a massive oversimplification.
It is.
Also, like, there's only... Most of them aren't children.
That is true. Most of them are over 16, making them illegal to sign up in modern-day military. Welcome to depravity.
Okay, so apparently we just don't have enough stuff to get into most of the... Wait, she can get into the assassin class, but not the... Oh, because assassin doesn't require 5
Wait. She's a Pegasus Knight, but she can't get into assassin. But she can be an assassin.
So what? She was a swordsman first. Pegasus Knight is relatively recent for her.
Okay, so when did she become Sword God?
For Petra?
I can't remember.
That would be when she can get Mortal Savant, which is Sword and Reason. Then she'll be able
my god, it's a samurai waifu. Yeah. Oh my god, it's your wife when she has a knife.
Your wife with a knife?
Run.
No, if anything, that would be like... Not one of these.
Wait, does that say... I was about to say, does that say Germany? I was gonna laugh my ass off.
No, it's Gremory.
I know,
None of these are really like what Kiwi would be.
Which one? Like, is there a war druid?
Yeah, there is not a war druid, though that is fairly on point. Yeah, Gremory is the female-only spellcaster class.
I mean, she cast a spell on you, didn't she?
Petra is not my waifu.
I'm saying that your wife did, not Petra.
Oh, yeah. True, but Kiwi's not really a spellcaster kind of person. I should context. Kiwi almost always plays barbarians. Kiwi smash.
Okay, where's she Uga and then she Bunga and then she go Burr. To be fair, I run paladins because I refuse to only smite. I heal and smite. I might rip something off, but I'll grow it back for you.
Kiwi in the chat. I wish not to think much. Think Holt
Think
with
much. Think Holt
family-friendly
with
values.
family-friendly values.
All right, so we actually need to
Kiwi,
do some
Kiwi.
stuff because we need to get our people's skills up. So we
Yes, probably.
Tomas. No. Solon, was it not?
Meeting.
And the Flame Emperor.
When's that meeting?
It is
The meeting's in about 30-ish minutes.
15
relates
minutes.
to you somehow.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, you were
Kiwi,
meaning
Kiwi
it.
what?
My own. And you're just caught
Yeah,
inside
today.
the wave.
No, I thought the meeting was after my stream.
The goddess of
You
this
kind of would be.
My stream doesn't end for another hour and 15 minutes.
We'll push it back then.
We can push it back an hour, that's fine.
Yeah.
Quite literally, we need at least 4 people there for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho's.
You guys need to remember to give Paladin his permissions on this on the Twitch channel, by the way.
I thought I did.
You
Don't
didn't.
look at me. I don't have access to that stuff.
I found out when he was streaming with Mr. No Talk.
Oh, okay. Then I will fix this.
Yeah, I thought I'd let you know this now before, because I'm gonna forget.
The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. You've all been to events like this before.
And I'm gonna be dog tired.
Noble, and I've never even been close to one of these.
Also, just remembered something. Well, actually, this is a thought process. Now, imagine. Who knows what Robotech and Macross is?
I know what Robotech and Macross are, at least. Like,
Imagine that, but done in Fire Emblem style.
that is. There's a Gundam game that's like that. There's a few games that are like that. Super Robot Wars, I'm pretty sure, is literally
But
that.
there needs to be more Macross games like that. I need more Macross games. I need Robotech again. It needs back. I need it again. I need more. I miss Battlecry. I miss cell shading. I miss all the weird explosions.
Oh my god, I haven't played Battlecry in years.
I know.
The heck is a
No
Battlecry?
one remembers just how. Okay, it's the first season of Robotech done as a video game.
Okay.
It is. You get sent to space with fighter jets. The fighter jets work in space. They're also robots. And then there are normal robots that look like BattleTech robots.
Oh yeah, no,
that
I know what Battletech
are just Warhammers. No. It's really they're almost exact carbon copies of the Warhammer.
Yeah,
I
because
wish I was looking.
Battletech stuff was based on Robotech. At least some of it was. The whole lore of that is that the guy who created Battletech was really into a lot of the designs from stuff, but in Japan, but didn't care for the stories as much.
So this is basically it's humanity. Fuck yeah, we're fighting giant aliens that are also humans because reasons.
Isn't Robotech and Macross the same thing? Like Robotech is
there's
in English.
Yes,
Macross is a specific sub-saga of Robotech.
The funny thing is that Macross is...
Macross is the original.
Isn't Macross also like the OG Idol anime at the same time?
Yes. Because Minmay. We will win. But yeah, no, if you wanna have like it has like the best first date ever done in an anime. Why are you trying to kill me? I have reasons.
Great.
And that is the entire first date, and then that guy proposes because he about dies. It's very confusing to me.
But you know about
It hurts my brain.
I can't bear it. Young love is wasted.
Well, my
Freebirth
lady-
is mad about how I say Macross.
Stop, you're my lady.
Oh, Macross.
Macross, yes.
Macross.
But yeah.
Macrossy.
But yeah, no, we had a talk about this earlier today, and Freebirth, me, and Mariel went down like memory lane of old mech series. It was very strange this morning.
It just
and then I didn't sleep.
It just reminds me of that one dumb comment. It's like tips hat to sexy non-binaries. Hey there,
Cross.
Methady, or hey there, Methades.
Ladies.
I'd rather be called a slur.
As someone who is
great.
agender, yes, I would rather be called a slur.
Slur. Sup it.
Sounds like the church has been taking it.
And no, that is a joke. I do not mean it against you like that. Just thought I might give the example some people use.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of how I was at a
But how's it
village's
going?
harvest festival. There was a full moon.
Going happy?
Bathing, she appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully
Wait.
in the moonlight.
Bully
A
snake,
lovely
why?
fairy.
No. Neil, you've been given the secret. Do it.
We soon fell in love and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning. So, whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife and my...
She's now eerily quiet.
Sorry, I muted
Not
on
deaf.
my end because I'm watching a cutscene and I wouldn't want Zelda's whining to interrupt Rale's command.
But when I heard...
But Dad, I don't want to be Ganondorf's hostage.
Oh, I mean, yes. It's,
Yeah, no,
when I say
no.
whining, I'm being more facetious because it's like.
I
one of those-
know. I'm just being. I'm just gonna give the example for anyone who's gonna be doing any kind of audio dumb shit later or animating anything we say. God
Yeah.
help them. Bully snake, why? Why did you have to say that? Cougar lady, there's a difference between falling in love and getting laid.
He's not
I
wrong.
hate you. He's not wrong, but he's very much out of line.
Indeed.
Also, Rale, you've been told by your wife she would love for you to call her Milady.
So, someone. She wants to laugh at someone who calls her milady.
I mean, she laughs at you anyway, doesn't she?
I thank you.
Ouch.
Return soon, please.
I mean, it's part of being in a relationship. If you're not being laughed at, there's a problem.
To be fair, she only laughs at me when I want her to laugh at me, so...
And Kiwi, no, I've been dealing with someone who has very much the same has a very like twisted sense of humor for like the last 2 weeks. Nice lady.
I have a wish, but I can't find anybody
She
to make it.
really likes the audio that I do for I do on request for people.
Yes.
She was actually really happy when she found out I was doing it for an actual production once at some point. So thank you, Storm. You made her fucking day.
Really brings back ladies used to line up around the block for a chance to dance with the debonair.
You and your stupid chain can get hit by something blunt.
Get hit by blunt club wielded by Kiwi.
Oh no, I was talking to the character. I don't care for the design of the people from the Abyss because they've got these stupid chains.
To the goddess tower.
Okay, Digi just gave the best response to the Milady thing. It's spelled Milady. A malady is a sickness, which is what people who say Milady outside of a Renaissance fair have. Digi, you actually...
Great work.
Damn, dude. You don't have to go for the jugular every time.
See, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Digimon just knows that because he is that.
Ah.
Well, look, man,
Digimon,
game
do you
recognized
have to have a
game.
fedora? Digimon, do you have a fedora?
The game I'm playing is
And
Fire
Kiwi
Emblem
knows
Three
Digimon.
Houses.
So angry right now. First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something
Oh,
about this.
fuck. Yeah, that reminds me. The stone rhino is what we I should bop you for. Kiwi, you don't have to mention it. Just go ahead and do it.
Cannot be true that our siblings and to think
Kiwi,
that even
we're
someone
not
as senior
we're not
as
gonna
Tomas
report you
would-
if you
I know not how far to
if you
take
do what
this.
you must.
Yes. I must
Kiwi,
not-
I know better than anyone. On request, you have hit Rale before. Just because you're pacifist doesn't mean you can't just go poke him in the side once.
The ball back can't.
She is legitimately like for being strong enough to easily. This is what I mean whenever I say she is strong enough to put me through a wall on accident, but way too nice to ever do it.
On purpose.
Yeah.
I know this because I had a performer. I have been a performer at Ren Fairs. My parents met. Oh God, Digiman, why'd you out yourself like that? Now they'll never leave you alone. I'm so sorry.
So Digiman, are you saying you are son of Milady?
I'm gonna hate someone so badly. No, I think he's what we call a son of a sword. Oh wait, no, that's not what it's called.
He is son milady, son milady. Okay, I'm done.
Oh God, I want to hit you, Sorb. I really do.
You know the price you would pay. The ever-rolling and vibrating jiggling of my fat would destroy whole kingdoms.
Freebirth, from that
Don't
statement
say
right
that,
there, I can tell you have not actually been to very many Ren fairs. Because there's Milady types all over Ren fairs.
And then there's just the Chad.
It depends on the Ren fair, but yes.
How does the ground taste, little man? That is a Chad, because he doesn't say milady. Just tell me how. And just because they go to a Ren fair doesn't mean they're immediately the milady. They don't all wear fedoras. Some of
the
them
only one of us who is
uniforms.
immediately the milady type is me, and that's because I enjoy people's cringe.
To be fair, I just call them maidens, which I will never have.
You are maidenless.
Because you are maidenless.
Well, to be fair, I tend to not win over maidens that often. I have an acquired taste.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Also, you keep taking your their knives away in advance, so...
Yes! Of course I do! I had a very traumatic experience when the last time they had a knife.
I hope you're up for a challenge.
Ah!
Oh no, it's doing this bullshit again. Okay.
No, what happened this time?
Depending on
it's this weird glitch that will cause like 5 or 6 blood moons to appear in a row.
Yeah, fun. And for those in chat who don't know the story, you will never know it unless you have joined, unless you catch me in an actual Discord call. And I have been imbibing alcohol.
I have to ask Digimon, what kind of pole arm?
That's true of the underground. People call it the sealed forest, but as far...
That is a really important statement. What was it? A shard? Was it a halberd? Was it a poleaxe? what kind?
Funnily enough, despite my general disdain for most Asian-style weapons, cross spears are my jam.
I'm surprised you aren't saying that like half moon spear, which is basically just a giant blade on the tip of a spear.
No, I'm not really
Or
into glaive designs.
I know. But the thing is, glaives are kind of weird with how they do their stuff.
Yeah, I like the cross spear.
Oh, those are those are still something you would see in European. It's just not as common in like mass battle. You'll see them as a smaller thing towards the end of the Middle Ages. Because pikes are weird if you can't stop them from going through the body. It gets very hard to pull it back out.
Pike may be weird, but it is tasty.
I hate you. But yeah, no, you're also talking to a very short man who knows how to make take good advantage of being a jackass.
Yep. There are a few things more satisfying than shield rushing a fencer who's never been shield rushed.
There's one thing more satisfying. Just drop kicking them.
Legend they fell.
Straight up just drop kick them.
I
I have a stick, motherfucker. Fight me.
There is always the fun of someone who's used to using shields against people who use swords, and not used to using them against people who use maces. That's always fun, because...
So you break an arm. Sir, there's a reason. I had a glaive, 6 foot long, with curve near the base. It changed the angle just enough that it occasionally caught foes off guard. Oh my god.
See...
8 feet lang?
My problem with
6 feet lang?
glaives is that people expect the glaive to be used for splashing. They very rarely expect the cross spear to be used for slashing. So most people don't react well whenever that thing's whipping at their face.
Wait, 1 second. Bully. Bully Snake's official statement. Shop Pike. Shop and Spike. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Bad. But you're also talking to someone who just really learned how to use a staff really well. Because stick reigns king.
When I did SEA, I was primarily halberd. I did, yeah, halberd and longspear primarily.
I'm actually trying to get back into my old martial arts stuff and trying to It's very hard to find anyone who teaches pole arms around here.
I would like to get into halberds, but never had the chance to use one, so...
Wait, are we saying we could do an abs medieval army?
I mean, possibly?
We could. We might, actually.
I just don't want to break some of the people in here. And I don't mean I don't mean that as in like a praise to my own strength. I mean that more like some of the people in here would just break really easily.
To be fair, it's hard to break. I'm a very stocky man. I'm very sturdy. Thank God.
Fair.
Oh God! It's bad for that student.
That weird moment when you're out of regular arrows, but you have piles and piles of specialty arrows.
I don't want to use these. I might need them later.
As expected.
You never use the healing potion, not until the end.
First battle. This one's a mage. He'll hit hard. But he shouldn't get... Yeah, do it.
Yeah, no. Sometimes it's always worth knowing how to, like, really... I learned to do dumb shit with stick as a matter of self-reliance.
I mean, I've talked to... First quote-unquote medieval weapon I ever learned was a staff. Mostly because I used to go wandering through the fields and forests of Missouri. I've had to fight off wild animals before.
I mean, I had to fight off a wild bully before, but he learned the...
Oh no, I screwed up.
Lord. I mean, to be fair, I learned how to use staff for the simple fact of I was often the one helping take stuff down, and there's usually a pole somewhere in the takedown. And when a bully would come up and try to start something and went and pushed against me while I'm trying to carry a heavy object, I just whip around with it. Like, oh, sorry, whipped you upside the head? Oh, it was a mistake, I swear. Got on the ground, crying. I'm just gonna walk away now.
Watch and learn.
What?
And this time he just can't win again. Okay, so I could only even get into it because of a crit. Okay. That's annoying.
Oh, so you just had a giant great shield.
Mm-hmm. It'll only be one increase. That won't be enough to make a difference.
No, I'm reading Digi's story. He had apparently it was a relative crossing sign that covered 8% of his brother's body mass. That's a pretty big fucking shield. That's a great shield. Like a Legionnaire's shield, man. There are feet and a head.
See, but that's why you
Divided.
learn to use things like crossspears and such, where you can use it to grab that shield.
Well, you also have to remember a tower shield like that isn't used in a one-on-one fight. That's used in a formation.
It is, but the other part is basically what kind of weaponry they like to use alongside it.
Yeah.
Gladius. It's a little tiny sword.
Because if you're an ass and you use a spear alongside it, you just made life very hard for anyone near you.
Yeah. I
Because you
generally
almost-
used round shield, specifically Viking style. That's also the kind of short sword that I would use, though I tend to prefer bastard sword to short sword, but it depends on how much other weaponry I'm carrying. If I'm carrying more than just the sword and shield, then I'm probably going to be using the short sword over the bastard sword, and it's the backup weapon.
To be fair, the bastard sword is always funny to me because of why it's named the bastard sword. It's not a full great sword, but it's not a long sword either. I prefer the hand and a half name, the name hand and a half sword, because that works better. But the fact of the matter is, you're really supposed to be able to. It just gives you the ability to wield it with one hand, even if it's slightly unbalanced.
Yep.
But long swords and I'm more of a broadsword person. Whenever I get a chance to have one, whenever I get a chance to wield one, anything about the same size of a falchion, I'm really good with.
Yeah.
Because swing, motherfucker, swing. You put enough force onto the hilt of that thing, you are gonna mess someone's fucking day up. Even if they're using the shield, because you just got somewhere they don't want you to be.
Even though it would be.
And the fact of clubs are fun, but I don't want to break someone.
Yeah. My big problem became that a few people figured out that the way to beat me is to out-stamina me. I do not have a hefty amount of stamina, so I rely on a lot of aggression really fast to put people down before I'm tired.
Strength build versus dexterity. Strength versus endurance. Who will win? Endurance.
Yeah, hand and a half sword isn't that far off of a bastard sword. If I remember correctly, bastard sword is just a little heavier than a hand and a half sword.
Very slightly, yes. The biggest difference is that it's basically a slight bit longer.
Yeah.
But the handles are the same.
Medium at best. 10
10
out of 10, Digiman. 10 out of 10.
You're a hot medium at best. Okay, I'll give you that. But yeah, no, I'm that person who is basically built like a like a Germanic barbarian. I am short, but I can take punishment, and I don't care. Last time I got into a fight, someone about lost their head in the process.
Yep. God, I almost killed a friend with a. So one of the things I started doing is, because of my lack of stamina, I had to figure out mostly dirty tricks to get people to open up people's guard as fast as possible.
There's no such thing as dirty tricks in a fight, and there's no such thing as a fair fight.
"Quote unquote" dirty tricks. No, at least a few of them were stupid stuff you should never actually do in a fight, like the thrusting low with a spear and then kicking it mid-thrust to put it into their face.
To be fair, it's not dumb or stupid if it works.
No. If it's stupid and it works, it's still stupid and you got lucky.
Well, the thing is this: if you can make it reliably work, it's not dumb. It's called they have a skill issue.
Hello, I am very much.
The thing that I always loved about there's a saying that goes sort of like this: that despite a master swordsman, you can still beat. The worst thing they can ever fight is a rookie.
Oh yeah, because rookies will actually make
do dumb shit.
entirely unbiased mistakes without regard for their proper safety.
The other part is this: is that Master Swordsman is expecting years of training. The man who picked up metal stick and proceeded to try to beat a motherfucker with it is not gonna give a fuck about form, elegance, proper technique.
This one?
Yeah. So
they might hurt themselves, but they're gonna win.
You're all set. See you again soon.
Yeah, again, you all say that, but again, like the kicking the spear mid thrust is not going to work on a regular basis ever. It's way too unreliable. It is done for nothing but styling on their balls. No, the real nasty stuff is that I figured out how to start shifting my weight around to where I could change very wildly the angle of swings without losing my momentum.
How did we get here? I'm still confused at how we got here again.
We were sassing Digiman for knowing the exact spelling of Milady, and then he dropped the Renaissance Fair stuff on us, and we continued on with our medieval weapons knowledge.
Oh no.
While you were out partying, I was studying the blade.
I was one of those kids at one point. I'll even admit to being one of those kids at one point. I'm not that kid anymore, but oh god, yeah, I've been there.
You've come such a long way.
I didn't study the blade, I studied the stick
After all, I was only 4
and
years old
bow and arrow. I'm really good at archery.
Memory, Lady Edelgard. I expect nothing short.
Oh yeah, no.
I practiced so much I kind of bit my spine out of shape, so
Yeah,
I
no.
felt my back.
So if we were going to like IRL, what equipment would I bring? Like not to, because I would not be involved in a battle IRL, but like as if I were like an adventurer, it would be bow first and foremost every time. In fact, one of my favorite characters. So I brought up Codex Alera before, but one of the reasons that Codex Alera is one of my favorite series is because there is an archer who, his whole thing is that he has this earth elemental that gives him super strength, and he uses it to draw this fuck-off massive bow.
Oh yeah, you told me about this one.
As in, there's
we were
this...
talking about when it came down to...
There's this armored behemoth that there's 2 of them, and one of them only goes down by another guy who's this super powerful swordmaster, sacrificing himself by flying into its mouth and detonating it from the inside. And then this guy with the bow is like, boom, boom. Like the sound of the bow snapping is like a cannon going off.
So
yes, like
archers.
Yes, like an Orlando archers, exactly.
I never would have
yes.
Or you know what, I do have to say probably my favorite moment
from Fire Emblem.
Yeah, my favorite moment in that game was just seeing Hawkeye go when he does his dragon shot. He's like, "This is how Go slays dragons," and he picks up a bow and it's a siege weapon.
It's a simple order. I really must.
Speaking of your orders, there was a task you gave me earlier, which I have yet to carry out. Excuse me.
Play Snake.
Wait just a moment.
Okay, so the character is Bernard from Codex Alera.
I just hope he's not hiding anything too worrisome.
And of course the wiki doesn't have proper information. Boop boop boop.
Caspar, I have been waiting.
Ferdinand, waiting for what?
I am going to give you a lesson on the righteous path of the noble.
Righteous path? What? You have a problem with my path now?
Ferdinand,
You think you're more
yes?
righteous
Do you
than
ever
me?
worry that
remains to be seen.
That we might be subject to the view of more powerful beings than ourselves, entities that view our lives just for callous entertainment and no better reason than possibly writing lewd fanfictions about us? Fuck's a
When the thief
fanfiction,
showed up, the old
Casper?
shopkeeper was so scared that he could barely stand. I didn't want the guy to pass out, so I had to stay calm while handling the situation. Rather than fighting, I gave my own money to the thief and told him to get out of there. Or else.
How, magnanimous of you.
The thief fell for it and left the shop. That's when I chased him down. I got my money back and gave that thief a good beating. He won't be back here anytime soon.
Ah, so you walloped the scoundrel. That does sound like you. I am finding this story more plausible. Nevertheless, I think...
So, context, with that bow, other archers in that setting with normal bows can hit things at 400 yards while rolling on the deck of a moving ship.
Right in the middle of town.
Stop. I know what you are getting at. But you have the wrong idea.
Let's hear your version then.
For context, an English longbow could maybe hit those ranges in ideal conditions, but only with the arcing barrage fire. And that is not, that's using not the big fuck off bow.
I leapt to his aid and soundly defeated the goon.
Well done. Sounds exciting.
It was nothing, really. Anyway, the old shopkeeper let me in on the details. He said that he was a novice trader, tricked by a noble into selling low-quality goods. That ruse was about to come to light, so the noble had sent a mercenary to keep the shopkeeper silent.
So that's what really happened. I just heard you snapped and attacked some noble servant. I figured it was worth asking about.
Well, I won't deny it. I forgot my rank for a moment and let my instincts take over.
Is there something wrong with that? It sounds a little like
On a
something
note,
I
though,
would do.
seriously, read Codex Solera. It's very good.
You were not overcome by your impulses. You kept a cool head.
It's also finished.
I think we're starting to rub off on each other.
Which I know for some people is always an attractive thing of, oh, it's a series I can finish in one go.
Partners in justice, eh? Well now, that I can agree to.
I mean, I've talked about it on stream before. It's the series that the whole thing with it is that Jim Butcher, the guy who writes the Dresden Files, made a bet with someone where they were like, I bet I can that you can't just write anything out of pulling two things out of a hat. And Butcher was like, okay, bet. And they pulled two things out of a hat, and they got the Lost Roman Legion and Pokemon.
Used them often.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I remember that.
But this is my first time.
Oh, well, I don't remember the event. I mean, I remember hearing
Lots
it.
of weapons and fighting techniques came from Dagda to Brigid.
Ah, so Dagda to the west had a big influence on the Brigid archipelago. I am fascinated by foreign fighting techniques. Would you consider teaching me sometime?
I will. But it is difficult to explain fighting with words. We can try sparring, maybe?
Yes, a practical demonstration. I would be quite grateful.
Let's have our beginning then.
Perhaps we should stop there.
Oh? Do you think you have understanding of the fighting techniques from Dagda?
Yes. Now that I have experienced it firsthand. I used to look down on foreign fighting styles, but I was clearly remiss. The footwork.
Okay, so I read up on why it was doing that. So, if Breath of the Wild detects a load error anywhere in the game, then it will basically set the whole thing to load again. And it does that by doing another Blood Moon. The Blood Moons are how it actually clears RAM data.
I must fight to live and to protect my home.
When the alliances of Brigid and Dagda encroached on the Empire, they were always driven back. But perhaps the Empire's victory was due to geographic advantage or divine intervention, rather than military superiority. Having met you, that is what I think. I cannot help but feel a little disgraced.
Oh, also context, I actually pulled up the dang chapter. So the bow basically fires harpoons, so he's not shooting a longbow. The man is basically shooting a, what's the word for it?
A manual harpoon gun?
No,
both sides need to look ahead to the future.
A ballista. He basically has a bow the size of a ballista. It's described as when he pulls it back, it sounds like the mast of a ship creaking before it snaps in two.
Yeah.
Aha, Lysithea. It's wrong to tease, yet I can hardly help myself. I know a secret. Your secret, in fact.
I think you mean a baseless rumor. Why are you wasting your time?
Ah.
And mine, for that matter.
Well, it's a secret that could completely overturn what is considered common knowledge in Crest research.
Shut your mouth! Just... Let's go talk somewhere other than here. Okay, where did
That's a
you
little
hear
bit
that?
mean.
There was a
Honest?
sort of accident
She said,
in Professor
shut your mouth,
Hammond's
go
room.
talk somewhere other than here.
Figured. You haven't told anyone, have you?
What else is new?
If someone else were to learn
She's
about
small
True
and
Crest, I might
under
lose you as a
16. They're
test
all
subject.
not.
Please stop talking so loudly.
Careful. They're too. No, she's too close to hell. That's why. There we go. That's the
If you
reason why.
insist on speaking of it, please do so quietly.
My intuition was correct. You do have 2 crests.
Wait, what? Did you just trick me?
Trick is such a strong word. I think of it as testing a hypothesis. The truth is,
Oh,
I
also,
simply
when the
educated
character
them.
uses that bow, he tells other people to stay at least 20 feet back, because if it breaks while he's firing it, and
He's
that
gonna
is a...
kill someone.
yeah.
He's gonna straight murder someone that way. Hey, wait! Oh fuck! It's stopped. Fuck! You know what you would like? Marksman, Vanitas. It's the Marksman of It's goddamn what is it? Marksman and Vanitas is a great anime that you would like a lot because it is literally, it is. You and your wife would like it. Let's put it that way.
Is it the one where he loses the first battle against the lady with the wind powers? Because that one is okay.
Yes, it is. It is exactly.
Yeah.
It's actually not. It's not bad. I wish they would do more to the story though, because it leaves you on such like a hanging cliff note. It's irritating.
Context, the shot he makes with this thing that is, again, firing an arrow that's basically a harpoon. And people are like, that's 300 yards. Are you sure you can make things like range is not the problem? Angle's just a bit odd. So it can fire a goddamn harpoon 300 yards with no drop. That is the kind of bow this man is firing.
This man has problems.
This man has big problems, and he solves those problems with the effective equivalent of heavy artillery in the medieval ages.
Well, no, he basically solves it the same way Misfit solves all problems regarding obeying the rules. You have become a nail. I am a hammer. You look like a solution. I look like a solution now.
To be fair, it's a giant armored monster that he's putting down.
I mean, isn't that the same as like this third episode in that series where they like split a dragon in half with an arrow?
Okay, first.
Wait, what series we on about?
I'm still talking about Codex Alera.
Marksman of Vanitas.
Come on, I'll just take you there again.
You would enjoy that.
Hey, it's a harem anime.
It is very. It has the setting for it, but the guy is pretty damn loyal to what he agrees to.
It's still a harem anime. Just because the main character is, you know, loyal doesn't mean it's not a harem anime.
I want to be asking you a question.
We'll go with loyal.
Please do.
Pulley stick. That's a pine tree and a tow cable. Yeah, that's about accurate.
It's a leaf spring, motherfucker.
Not incorrect.
One sec. Let me bring out the let me bring this out. So guys, just
Ever since I've been dating
and
different, terribly
when that
well-to-do
both
men.
breaks, this is when he knew.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I almost feel like.
That's not sounding like a good idea.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Pretty much. Would you treat me well? I have so much gratitude.
Wait.
Is that the best you've got? Emotional damage.
Not money.
I have more discords than you.
My
I have that, but I have also been thinking of who is good for me. Oh,
Oh god, no, please stop.
And still I am thinking we should be friends.
By the power of clown juice.
Because we're both trouble for imperial nobility.
Where we got clown juice, well,
we both have troubles.
it's really more of a milk than a juice, but...
And there was much rejoicing.
Timing.
Since we've already got a lot.
Blue, I can't!
Blue gentleman demands you yeet yourself. Yeet. Okay, you know what? If
Blue.
you can't yeet yourself in game, we have to oblige to the rules somehow else. Kiwi. Yeet Rale.
I have yeeted myself out of my office chair. Oof.
We didn't see it though.
Well, you're not going to see it, but know that I am now sitting on the floor. Kiwi can confirm.
Blue, when are we doing the natural selection stuff? Oh wait, were you trying to yeet me? Because you can't, I'm not streaming.
Oh no, no, Storm. Storm's playing
Ah,
Breath of the
the
Wild.
clown juice.
Oh no!
Oh! Who will you find, Blue? That's my question here. That's a very vague statement. Vince is just commentary right now. He's waiting for a meeting. We will be eating someone today. Don't. Someone will be eaten today. I don't know who, but someone will be.
Give me a minute.
One way or another, I'm gonna yeet ya.
30 minutes
I'm
from
gonna
now,
yeet ya,
someone's gonna yeet. Someone's gonna yeet and yeet. Legendary, I can provide the yeet. Kiwi.
Okay, I just yeeted myself.
Yeet thynself
I
upon the mountainside.
kind of don't want to. I'm trying to keep stuff behind certain doors because I was told to not bring shit like that up. And Storm knows why I'm angry about dumb shit.
All right. We need skill points for people, so.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay.
Wait, isn't Three Houses the one where you can have love interests for the main character? I'm trying to remember.
Yes, you can have one.
Impressive.
Oh, I thought
Let me
Fire
know when
Emblem
you get
never...
it. Let me
I thought all
know
Fire
when you get
Emblems
the one
did.
you're.
Not every Fire Emblem. It depends on the Fire Emblem. In fact, so the my
After
character
a certain
thing
point.
originally happened with one of the remakes on the DS of the very first one that was never actually released outside of Japan, I believe. And
I remember. Sacred Stones didn't have it.
Sacred Stones did not. So then what happened was, oh god, and I can't remember the name of it. Lord.
It's one of the three.
The one with
it's one of the
Lucina.
three after it.
The one with Lucina was the first one where you really got to make your own character that could fight in battle and could have relationships. That it was
That
a...
was 3 editions later. Actually, let me check this. I can't. It's Lucina, right? Oh, found it. Okay. Lower should be found.
Oh,
Choose a
Bernadette, okay.
Fire Emblem Awakening.
Awakening, yes. That
From
nun's name was
she's a
Bulletin- no, that-
protagonist.
Blue, that nun was near the bulletin board. Okay, we need...
Sorry, I disappeared there for a second. I've been having these coughing.
That nun's name was bulletin board.
I won't have none of
Wrong,
that.
her name is bulletin board.
We need to decide who our dancers will...
Emotional damage.
Oh yeah, who are you romancing in this playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses?
Oh, it's Edelgard.
You even know when you're talking to her. I have a sound thing uniquely for it.
Okay, so we're gonna make Dorothea the dancer because she's the best.
Before the ball,
Dancer?
each house must select the student who is deemed the. It is a very precious thing, the gift of dance.
But to do that, we need to go talk to her.
I have looked in from his behavior up until now, I never would have suspected that a
Gentleman
man
has
like
really
him- I've
done
also
another
was
eat
almost-
thine self.
I'm the old.
This
It's
one
so
is for the soundboard
mean.
itself. What is for the soundboard? Explain.
Oh, no, he
I
means
don't
for the
understand.
soundboard? What? What, are you not allowed to telling them not to use the dang soundboard for a little while? Because, yeah.
Garrig Mach Monastery is said to have been
Blue
I'm
is
not
tired.
using a soundboard.
That's the
I wish I
Discord
was.
soundboard.
It's the
I can't
Discord
eat the
soundboard.
Discord.
A long time ago, don't you
They
think?
haven't disabled it yet.
Ball is held to celebrate the founding.
I mean,
Every 100 years, a very special
You're sore tempting me,
celebration takes
Fitness.
place.
I can eat the source of the sound.
All of Garrig Mach. It is
Hey,
to read of
I
past
can eat
festivals,
everything.
and I'm rather
Technically,
excited
we
to
can all
experience
eat each other.
Yeah, I know, it's like...
With mod teams.
Mutually assured eating. There is no then find Yami Discord. The inventor of Discord.
Two men enter, one
If I
man
could-
leaves.
If I could, I would. I would eat whoever thought was going to give Misfit the ability to have a soundboard without having the equipment for it.
Alright, we need to find Dorothea. Because we're going to make her dance. Boogie Woogie dance.
Because she's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B.
It's more, out of my
Yeah.
current characters, she's probably the best one to be a dancer.
But guys, just remember, straighten up and fly right.
There we go.
Straighten up and fly right. I mean, I have a very specific statement that will make me stop using the soundboard today. Let me know when you find when you find your dating interest real quick.
Sorry, Professor. It's a big dance contest between the classes, and I simply adore dancing. I'm quite good at it, so I think my heart just skipped a beat. You want me to represent the class? I'm not sure what I last experienced.
Okay.
Hey, Professor. You're here to help me practice for the dance?
Okay, so we help her dance. Or we'll help teach her to dance.
And there was much rejoicing.
No, Bully Snake, it has to be one of the students. It was going to be either her or Edelgard. And making Edelgard a dancer is a waste of a dancer. She's too good in other roles. Dorothea doesn't really lose that, because one of the things is dancers have caster abilities still. So generally you want it to be one of your casters.
How was that?
And in this case, my caster options are Hubert and Linhart, Dorothea and Lysithea. Hubert and Linhart are going to be Calvary, and Lysithea needs to be a Gremory because OP build for her. So that leaves Dorothea, who would otherwise also be a Gremory. So since they fill the same role, Dorothea is better at it than Lysithea is.
Hey there.
You have my thanks.
Oh boy, Bernadetta time.
Weather today. Perfect for shutting yourself inside. Don't you think?
Then find John P. Discord, the inventor of Discord, and eat him.
Okay.
I do hope our nightly cuddling sessions will not be rescheduled.
That... What? No. What? How dare you, Misfit? How very dare you?
Weather like this, no one outside to bother us.
Oh, you guys know you didn't expect that. No one expects the Misfit Inquisition. The Misfit Wizard. What was I going with that word?
The Misfitquisition.
Yes. Yes, the Misfitquisition.
It's almost like I write songs for a living.
It's almost like I don't sing.
Oh wait, we get Bernadetta's background. Quick, pay attention.
I tried hard to do as he asked. Honestly, I did. But before I knew it, I just couldn't bring myself to leave my room anymore. I just had this overwhelming feeling of fear all the time. No matter how hard I tried, my father never thought I was good enough. After that, it was just constant scolding. He couldn't say 2 words to me without mentioning how useless I was. An unmarriageable girl. My life was isolated, to say the least. I wasn't allowed to play with other kids, let alone make friends. Soon, I stopped wanting that. I was happiest alone, but even that made him mad. And when he tried to drag me outside, I kicked and screamed so much, I seriously hurt myself. He's calmed down a bit in recent years. His constant torment was replaced with complete indifference. He mostly acts like I don't exist now. If you can believe it, I was basically kidnapped. My mother ordered an attendant to stuff me in a bag. By the time I figured out what was going on, I was already here. For a while, I was sure I was going to die. But here I am. Look at me, still breathing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you down talking like that about my past. Just forget everything I told you. There's no point in talking about myself anyway. Idiot! Oh, this is why everyone hates you, Bernie!
No, Bernie, this is called internalizing your trauma.
What? No, it's not. Oh, Professor! How can you be so kind to me? I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. Please don't look at me.
Young lady, I'm going to repeatedly strike you until you have self-confidence. This ends when you want it to.
So context, as she stated at the beginning of that, some of the stuff her father would do to her would be like to tie her to chairs and stuff.
Oh.
Also,
okay, now I feel bad because I was being completely, not serious there.
Yeah, no, apparently at one point, you find this out in a different conversation, but she had a friend at one point who was a peasant, and, no, her dad had the peasant boy beat. Like, within an inch of his life, potentially killed. I don't remember exactly which.
That's horrible.
Yeah, no, her dad is a bad person. Most of their parents are bad person. Do you remember, like, all the Red House? Remember what their parents did to Edelgard's family?
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Again, I've been blatantly ignorant of Three Houses because reasons.
Because you decided to disappear and play Arma.
Nope.
Yes! It's not my fault Arma's fun. I meet fun people there that like things that go boom.
Okay, Misfit challenge.
What?
You need to now make and run for us a Fire Emblem themed Arma.
Have one.
Oh god. Of course he does.
I wish I was joking, I really do.
A Persona themed Arma?
I can do that too.
The idea of Persona 5 with tactical gear and actual assault rifles kind of delights me.
Well, if you want me to, I'll run it. I'll get with Dragon. He's more than willing to help me build that shit.
Let me sing for you.
See, that just reminds me that at some point, we need to convince someone to run a shenanigans campaign D&D, preferably 5th edition, so that I can run a Gestalt campaign. Where you play two... Yes.
No. That's gonna hurt so much.
It would be amazing, especially a techie campaign.
To be fair, I don't think Techie ever wants to have what he does publicly. His voice is very easy to find because of how he talks. So I don't think we want to do that to him.
I don't know. Still, we need to ask
No,
someone
Home
who's
Depot's weird,
willing to
man.
DM. I don't want to DM it because I want to play my Artificer Divination Wizard.
You see, I usually don't do goofy campaigns only because, like, my sense of humor is actually really childish, so, like, I'll overplay the jokes. It'll be like if you met someone trying to do techie and they were trying too hard.
Now, the trick is
you want me to do a Halas campaign?
Whereas, like, I'm really good at, say, you know...
Being quiet.
I mean, that too. No, at doing, like, you know, serious campaigns.
Okay, Freebirth? No, absolutely the hell not.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, no, it exists. I looked it up.
It exists,
Okay,
and
Misfit,
I hate it.
Misfit, we made Whacker play Fight Crab. We made him play Fight Crab, so guess
No.
what? You have a duty to do to the abs.
The reason, there's a good reason for me saying no, because it will fry everyone's system.
Oh, is it, like, too advanced or some shit?
No, you take the if you take the helmet off, you crash the server.
Huh.
It's that kind of mod. You can do Fallout all day. It's MLP that has the problem. Now, I will do this. I can let you play modern battle droids.
Yes.
All right.
We could do Star Trek. We could do we could do Stargate. We can do Warhammer. We can do the weird monstrosity that was Kira News campaign. The end of it.
Also, 17-minute warning, just so.
Yep.
You don't, like, jump into the middle of a big battle or something.
Yeah, no. We've spent a while just kind of wandering around doing random stuff. So we're going to do some faculty training to finish off my stuff for today, and then we're gonna cycle through to the next week.
But yeah, no. I have stuff planned for others. I can put us in the middle of the trenches of World War I if I really want to. I got really good at making AI do what I want it to do.
Excellent.
How do you guys feel about Valkyria Chronicles?
I'm not as familiar with Valkyria Chronicles. Like, I'm nothing against it. I've just never had much opportunity.
World War I technology in World War II scenario.
Okay.
Instruct manually. All right.
With magic.
First up,
With,
Bernadetta.
like, magic MacGuffin.
This right here is a problem. We need to stop this.
Stop the bows?
No, the fact that her bow's not high enough for her to get into sniper class yet. So we're gonna fix that.
Who happens to be is there a barbarian character that happens to be female?
In Fire Emblem or just in general?
Just in general in Fire Emblem, because I can't remember anymore.
So
Like,
technically, yes, Edelgard can be in like the warrior class and such, but it's not really.
You don't really have
The
barbarian.
quote-unquote barbarian class, the closest thing to it would be like the grappler line, and they are restricted to male characters.
Yeah. And there isn't a female version of it, is there?
There is a female war cleric. I should not have done that.
Aha. They're too scared of someone being able to beat a man with another man. Got it.
Well, it's more that Fire Emblem has a long history of having gender-specific classes. Like, Pegasi have always been a female-only class. To the point that it was actually kind of a big deal when, I think it was Fates had the first male Pegasus rider.
And then there was then there was always the Wyvern Knights were always male. because a Dragon Knight had to be male for some reason. I couldn't really remember. I couldn't absorb the info too much back then, so I have lost the ability to remember why.
I think the logic, at the very least, I don't know the actual in-lore reason, but, like, if you know the respective, like, mythologies of those creatures, typically dragons would take maidens for themselves, and unicorns would only, correspond with a female, like, at all. So it may have had something to do with, like, that. The other weird possibility being that those are also two of the few monsters in mythology, not few, two of the monsters in mythology who have a thing for virgins.
I'm gonna not talk further, because that will get us canceled.
I'm just speaking technically, of course, not,
I know, it's just that thing someone's gonna take that wrong way, sadly.
Oh,
The
that's
internet's
true.
terrible.
Okay. That's done. Set goals. You actually have enough. So custom focus. Bow. Nope, no. Bow. Writing. There we go. Pure magic, that's good for you. That's good for you. That's good for you. Yeah. That's good for you. Oh yeah, I was gonna make Lysithea Valkyrie. I forgot about that part. Alright, group tasks. Who do we got on writing? Bernie and Lysithea. Solid. Let's go. Begin lecture.
Thoughts? Hey, pal.
Get lectured, children! It's
back.
Bernadetta's birthday! Tea party time!
Yeah.
Got
10
that
minutes.
barbarian helmet.
What is it? Thanks so much. If two people decide to be recluses together, does that even still count?
Hey, Han? If two people decide to be recluses together, does that even still count?
Yes, it's called hermits.
Kiwi
Part of the
says,
hermitage.
yeah, that's just called a party.
Also, I went and looked up how much a server costs, like a server farm costs. Actually really inexpensive compared to the cost of renting a server. If we get the server running, we can do you can do the MLP shit. Sound fair?
Oh, think
There's your
about it.
incentive. There is your incentive.
My only incentive was love.
And then I'll teach
Love
you
for my
all.
fellow
I will
man.
teach you all T-Farm.
Oh my.
Let's make it quick. Oh, no. There.
Yeah, they did good. Good.
hope this is good for something.
A bit more skill never hurt anyone.
Mastery is with it.
Guess I learned a thing or two.
Alright. Now then, with those skill upgrades, the most important one, Bernie. Bernie can try for sniper now. This is important. 66% chance. One last bet before we go, everybody. So, will Bernie pass the test?
My guess is she'll eventually run for office.
This time we're only going to do 1 minute because we don't have too long. So, predictions start. Will Bernie pass her sniper test? Bet your channel points, boys and girls. And is that the sound of a whacker arriving at the last minute? That's the sound of a whacker arriving at the last minute. How do, whacker?
No.
Yeah. Wackadoodle do.
Maintenance and activities have been performed.
We currently have just like I'd say 20 more seconds left for people to gamble channel points on whether or not Bernie will pass her sniper test.
I'm not. I'm only in Discord, so I'm gonna say yes because Bernie's awesome.
Also, we've seen her hit those shots. Need to give Bernie a puppy. Arguably, yes. All right. Bets are in. Let's see. And that's a pass. Choose up good. The yeses have it. Enjoy your points. The 3 people who voted for it this time. And now Bernie is officially a U.S. trained sniper.
Good. Get her the 50 cal Barrett.
Actually, Lysithia has mastered that class, so we're going to swap her to the priest class.
I thought you were gonna make her the class that had like the really like awesome dress or whatever it was.
Yes and also no. She's going to be a Valkyrie and or a Grimoire at some point. But right now she can do this one, and she doesn't have this one mastered. So while she's gaining class XP, she might as well get that. Linhart is already in his bettered one. Hubert is not yet, but he can't yet. Edelgard can't go to Mastery class until she hits level 30. And when she does... maybe. What's her lance skill at and her flying skill? Flying is currently C+, lance is currently E+. So flying's a bit weak for it, but or not flying. Flying actually should hit A soon, and then we just gotta get our lance skill up. So noted for next time, get some skill on that. But it is time to wrap things up, so we're gonna save the game. I will probably do a little bit of a little bit of organization and grinding of like fish and stuff, and get us near the story bit for not next week, because next week is more Zelda, but the week after that, when we shall continue the Fire Emblem.
Grind fish.
It is important to grind fishing. Anywho,
no,
lads.
I didn't say fishing. I just said fish. It's important to grind fish.
Lads, any words before we go?
Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry I was not more of a co-host today. What with the coughing?
You were fine, Storm. You were fine. It was great.
I love it. Thank you for joining Rale on another wonderful Rale Does Nintendo.
Yeah.
I can't remember his title right now.
Rale, generally it's Nintendo does things, but
Nintendo.
A Nintendo attempt was made. A Nintendo was made.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Dun, bam.
Anywho.
Have a good one, bye.
Chat, you all have a beautiful time. Stay safe. Hydrate before you dihydrate. And be happy. I'll see you all, actually, maybe Monday if you're there. And if Whacker's streaming. Bye!